What is up, ahoy, every nerds? Welcome to the Sea of Souls live stream D&D campaign brought to you by the Elder Braincast. We are the Elder Braincast. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us live on Twitch, awesome. That's the best way to come and hang out because you get to be a part of our chat, and we just chat about things in game, and it's fun. Community's good, so come and join us and be cool, like the cool kids who do that kind of stuff. I mean, you can also watch the VOD too. That's fine. We won't hold that against you. But if you haven't found us on our other socials yet, then do check out our link tree. You can find that link, as always, right above there. And that'll take you to all the ways that you can consume our content from the YouTube to Podbean. And you can follow us on Twitter and those things as well. And join our Discord channel so we can hang out there as well. Just a couple of announcements this evening. So the first one that I want to mention is that we are going to be releasing a monthly, is it a zine, PDF, whatever you want to call it, that is going to have custom content brought to you by us, the Elder Brain. It's going to be called Brainstorm. First issue will be coming next month in May. So I'm really excited for it. Something to look forward to. It's going to have maps. It's going to have monster stats. It's going to have, rollable tables, NPCs, big bad evils, just all kinds of cool stuff, magic items, whatever we come up with our creative, nerdy brains. So we'll be putting more links for that and throwing that your way. And exclusive first look at that will be available to anybody who joins our Discord. So join our Discord and look forward to some content being thrown out. The content will be sort of matched to our campaign setting, but will also be relatively setting free, so you can kind of plug it in wherever, and you can use it in your own campaigns as well as you see fit. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be awesome. Look forward to that. The other thing that we are going to continue plugging all the way up to the date is the Heroes for CF. Devin, would you like to tell us about Heroes for CF?
Heroes for CF is a short for Heroes for Cystic Fibrosis, which is a charity event that's run annually. And it is effectively a place where people can not only fight against kobolds, dragons, and liches, but also against the horribleness that is cystic fibrosis. The money that is raised from this event is something that will all of it, 100%, go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation of Canada. And they're always surprised to see how much a bunch of nerds can bring forth. Essentially, the way it works is it's pay to win D&D, but all the money goes to charity, so it's all okay. We, three of us, me, Craig, and Ian, are some of the DMs slated to run games for it. Tickets are now available on Eventbrite. There should be some links that Craig's been constantly pointing at. And go check it out. If you ever want to run a game with us as DMs, this is the time to do it. It's all online at this point. And we're doing the theme, which was thanks to Craig, is Snakes on the Plains.
Snakes on the Inner Plains.
Snakes on the Inner Plains. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We got to get them snakes off them plains.
Those Monday to Friday snakes.
It's Monday to get those Monday to Friday snakes off those Monday to Friday planes. Exactly. Anyways, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Just a couple things to look forward to, both happening in May. So May is gonna be a fun time. That is all I've got. So with the announcements out of the way, let's weigh anchor.
Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way ho the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way ho the sea of souls. Way ho the sea of souls. Way ho the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way ho the sea of souls. Way ho the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls.
We pick up deep below the village or the city of Valtear, in a strange ancient dungeon where the four of you had hoped to rescue one Tanshu Vale, former priestess of Desfuna, who had been charged with crimes by Lord Eddard Vale. After finding your way down through some ancient tunnels marked with strange runes, reminiscent of ones you'd found near the Void Gate, runes of an unknown language, ancient language, you encountered a stone bridge guarded by just a couple of thugs, seemingly run-of-the-mill, obviously working for the Vale, and indicating that you'd found the right place. It soon became apparent, though, that these thugs were not alone, as Donaar was attacked by a skeletal, ghastly figure coming out from a secret side entrance to the tunnel you'd arrived here in. The battle got a little bit more heated as the voice of one Eddard Vale seemed to echo through the dungeons, indicating that not only should you not be here, but he would have to take care of things. Several more of these ethereal, skeletal creatures emerged from the walls surrounding your party. And while all this was happening, back on the bridge, watching the battle up ahead, Donaar, a strange mist that you remember rising up out of one of the fallen corpses flittered around your vision, and your senses were assailed, your very mind under attack as you felt a force, a presence, battling to take control of your body. Sadly, you lost that fight and find yourself now trapped within your own mind, looking out through your eyes, but unable to control anything that is happening around you. On the bridge beside you, your compatriot Talon seems to be a little bit worried as you kind of crouch down for a second and stand up. And Talon, you remember that his eyes suddenly went purple, indicating that something is definitely not right. So, gentlemen, we pick up right where we left off. Oh, the turn order disappeared.
Oh.
I guess we'll just have to re-roll initiative.
I guess we'll be re-rolling initiative. Yeah. Thanks, Roll20. Ugh.
Let's
we will
not
pick up. We will pick up right away. So
let's not bite the hand that feeds our stream too hard now.
Oh, it's there. It's there.
Oh, there it is.
Nope.
There it is. It just took a second. So okay, all right, we're okay. We're okay.
Did that reset?
I did accidentally re-roll. Yeah.
Oh, you did. I don't know what it was before that. Did anybody see?
It's okay because it hasn't resorted yet.
That's okay.
It doesn't
Yeah,
apply the
so
roll, so
it's okay. We'll just put it where it is. So Torque's got a 12. That's just what he had. Okay, so that's just how it is.
Actually, I think this is pretty similar to how it was last time.
yeah.
I believe it's pretty close. Yeah.
I think the only difference is I believe Flick went last. No, Talon went last, so that's never mind.
Yeah.
Shut up, Mike.
Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate there. So, all right, Flick, unaware of what is transpiring behind you with Donaar and Talon, you are still embattled by these four awakened entities in the small room with you and Torque. What would you like to do? The one directly above you had, just to refresh you, had taken damage, had dropped, but then had risen back up again, and so saved on its death saving throw. The other one closer to you has taken damage. The one to the left of Torque has taken no damage, and then has taken quite a bit of damage, and then the one on the top there has taken damage as well. So all of them have been damaged. None of them are unwounded.
So I'm completely unaware of what's happened behind me.
I would say so, yes, because your attention is definitely fixed on what is happening in front of you, as you are engaged in combat.
I would really like one of these guys to go down and stay down. Because that would really, really help. I mean, I guess I'll just keep attacking then.
Okay.
So I will start on the guy in front of me with the old blooming blade.
Alrighty.
There's a 15 hit.
15 does not hit. They've got some pretty. It's kind of rusty and old, but still some significant metal chain armor on them.
Right. Bonus action, make another attack. And roll another 15. Good, good. Great turn. Awesome.
But the second one, you kind of managed to hit, but it just glances off of the armor.
Yeah, I'm happy to plug up the doorway here, so I'm done.
All right. Donaar.
Mm-hmm.
You may attempt to regain control of your body or to control in minor ways, as we have discussed outside of stream.
I feel like Donaar is probably going to start with trying to regain his body as a first ditch. So what's my saving throw here?
That is going to be a charisma saving throw.
Right. This is why I failed last time. Okay. What is the thing that lets me reroll saving throws? How do you feel about arcane deflection given my current situation?
You do not have any control over
My body? So
any
it's
of
just
your
simply-
abilities.
Okay, alright, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, +1. 12 total?
12 does not succeed. You are still possessed.
Okay. So that's all I can attempt to do this turn, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Alright, then what?
So you would attack the easiest available target.
Yep.
Hi, how you doing?
Yep. Okay.
So you,
Oh,
Donaar,
boy.
inside your head, you watch as your body just kind of like turns and
Yep.
looks at Tayland.
As if he wasn't having a bad enough day already.
Ah, bloody hell.
Tayland, his eyes just purple and seem to kind of close and focus on you in a not so friendly manner.
A2 Brute. A2 Donaar.
I'm very thankful right now that I don't have any touch spells prepared.
Do your worst.
I don't know how bad I can do from this close proximity with my spells, so I might just have to, like...
Excellent.
Is breath weapon a ranged attack?
Not in the terms of disadvantage, it's a saving throw.
Yeah, because
Ah,
it's not an attack. Did you use it already? No, you didn't use it. We talked
I
about it
haven't
last stream,
used
but I
it yet,
don't
yeah.
believe you used it. Correct.
no, I haven't used it yet.
The
Don't-
one source of radiant damage is going to get burned on the guy who doesn't matter.
Well,
Don't you have shocking grasp or something?
no,
He has no touch spells.
I have no touch
Oh.
spells prepared. I only have
Just
one.
punch him.
Push
Dinar
him
doesn't
off
like
the
to touch
bridge.
things.
Just deck him in the schnoz. You're like 9 feet tall.
Yeah. So
Give him a haymaker.
if this thing's taken over my body, it's probably going to try to deal damage. So I believe that Donaar will use his he'll turn around and use his breath weapon against Tayland right in front of him.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So this is a DC of 15.
That's pretty hefty.
And it's a
On.
Dex save.
Is it
Right.
a dex save? or
For
is
yours,
it-
yeah. It's
Dex
dex
save?
free.
It's
Yeah,
a Dex
yeah.
save. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's at least not as bad.
Yeah, only like poison and cold, I think, are con. Everything else is dex, if I remember correctly. From
Do you want me... I'm inclined to use my inspiration on this, but do you want me to roll first and then burn inspiration, or just burn it now to give myself advantage?
I'm okay with it. I let it.
I'll be right
either way.
back.
Okay.
I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn that inspiration.
Oh,
Well, between a 1 and a 13, I'm gonna go with the 13. Which
Ooh.
which is
still
gonna
will
fail.
not be enough.
So this is gonna be 3d6 radiant damage against
Yeah,
you.
it's gonna hurt a lot.
You got a little lucky. I rolled a 1. So I've got a 5 and a 3, which is 8. And 1 is 9 radiant damage.
No, so what's the total I'm looking at there?
9.
Yeah, 9. Sorry, 9.
Oh, okay,
I guess that
9.
didn't come through.
All right.
Okay, what I missed is Talon dead?
It's not the worst.
Donaar just kaiju breathed Talon. You watch as like you see like the light kind of buzzing up his mouth as it opens up. This beam of radiant energy just blasts out. You try to duck out of the way, but don't quite get it. Just like hits you in the shoulder and burns.
And then I believe as a bonus action, I am going to use my tactician ability to grant,
Okay.
let's say this target an attack right after the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh no.
And I think strategically, where would I probably want to be is not in between two players, so I think Donaar's going to shift over to here without invoking attack of opportunity against Talon.
Alrighty.
I say that makes sense. Yeah.
That'll be Donaar's turn, and this Awakened gets
Okay.
an attack.
So he's gonna take make a battle attack, battle axe attack against Torque.
Attack.
You had you reckless last time, I believe, or you were recklessing.
Sounds like Torque.
Most likely. That sounds likely.
Yeah.
Reckless and Braves usually go together. Yeah.
The advantage isn't going to help because that's a 10 to hit.
Okay. So here's my question. Torque being up here has no idea what's going on with Donaar, right?
I mean, I don't
Correct.
know. That breath weapon would have been.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how
I would say
attack
that
works.
Also, the thing says, as a bonus action on your turn, you can designate any ally that you can see and that can hear you to perform one action immediately after your turn ends. So it almost sounds like, as I'm attacking, I'm giving advice to somebody that gives them like.
That's what I was thinking, because like if Donaar's pointing and saying like hit the turtle, I feel like that would clue me in that something unusual is afoot.
Here's what happens. Okay, so you definitely hear the kind of the breath weapon, the crackling radiant energy, and Talon kind of scream from that. Flick, you would be drawing your attention drawn from that immediately. You also hear Donaar. He does shout out, but it's like very guttural, kind of this weird like whispery.
Ooh.
Clearly giving the other Awakened some sort of instruction as you see it turn and look and attack. But what he spoke was not words that you recognize. So all that putting together, I'd say would be enough to end up. In fact, his eyes are growing purple. I'd be like, yeah, you guys have a pretty good indication that Donaar is beside himself right now.
Yeah, I think
Plan works.
seeing you blast your breath weapon out, I'll just turn around like, yo, D, what gives?
And Torque, it'll be your turn with that.
Okay, so knowing that something is up, Torque will definitely attempt to fall back. I am going to try and like clear a path to do so in the process. So I'm going to start by recklessly attacking this one directly to my right.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not. Glances off the armor.
All right, well, good thing I have 2 attacks.
Indeed.
Hey,
That's a bit better at 25.
25 definitely hits. Yes.
Okay, so that'll be a good 10 bludgeoning damage. And I want to push him just 5 feet north with my Crusher ability.
Okay. He's looking pretty rough as well. He'd taken quite a bit of damage previously, and he's looking pretty beat up now. You want to make him north, like up here?
Yeah, so then with my bonus action, I'd also like him to make a dexterity save.
Absolutely. He'd be awesome at this. That's an 8.
That's 1 additional lightning damage.
Oh no, he's still up.
Okay. Well, I know I'm going to incur
Not quite enough to
attacks.
break and pull him down.
I know I'm going to incur attacks of opportunity for doing this, but I would also just like to use my movement to move back here, just
So
to
you'll
kind
get
of
3
hold the
attacks
line.
in. Yeah. All
3?
right, so 3.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
You're breaking, yeah, because you're breaking out of
Right, yeah, my mistake.
range from 3 of them there, yeah. And you did just reckless, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
20 to hit from the first one.
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay. For 7 halved, so 4.
I'll add it all up at the end and then have it.
Okay. So we'll say 7. 17 to hit.
17 will miss. Wait, no, it'll hit.
Okay, so it'll hit. All right, and then the third one will miss. So that's going to be another 8. So it'll be a total of 8 damage.
Okie dokie.
After half, yeah.
Brings me down to exactly 100.
Oh, Muffin. Torque's looking rough, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Hey, you know, we all have our skills, and mine is just getting hit a bunch.
That brings us
Shield.
to the Awakened. Flick, the one that you had downed but managed to stand back up, is going to take a couple of swings at you.
Ready.
11 is not going to hit,
Nope.
and a natural 1 for 5 is also not going to hit. It's like rising, and as it's rising, it's like trying to attack you, but it hasn't quite gained its balance yet, so it can't quite get the attacks in on you. This one is going to come in and go for you as well. 13 will miss, and a 13 will miss.
Jeez.
You're just dodging out of the way like...
They're rolling like me.
This one will come in beside Torque, and will go for 2 attacks with advantage.
With advantage.
Oh my goodness, they're rolling like crap. None. Okay, a 9 and a 12, so neither one of those hit. Look at these rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow.
Like I said, I'm very good at getting hit.
And here come... Okay, and the other guy... Oops, I didn't do advantage on that one. So 13 to hit. It's still going to miss. And
Oh my
23.
God.
Okay, 23.
23 will hit, yes.
Yeah. For a whopping 5, reduced to 3. So there you go. You're down to 97 hit points, Torque.
Oh, he's in
That
double
was-
digits now, but
That
definitely
was
don't
a
fall back.
horrible round for me.
I didn't hear no bell.
Great for you guys, but wow, those are garbage rolls.
You still have 30 more hit points than I start with, so
All right, Talon, you're up.
Okay. Having just had white fire cascade over my body by my own captain, and I can see him kind of pacing around behind me, shouting some kind of weird nonsense tongue. I'm going to just... All right. Always wanted to do this.
Oh.
Do you feel heavy? Your eyes drop with grief. I'm going to cast Sleep on Donaar.
Oh.
Oh,
Donaar, what's your current HP?
32. Yep, 32.
oof.
Let's do it. 50.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll catch him, all right. All right.
Oh. Okay.
The quickest way to neutralize you without dealing any damage, okay?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So you, in your brain, so Donaar, since you are not the consciousness that is in control of your body, you're still awake inside, but the body just like falls asleep, and you're kind of in there being like, oh crap.
Oh, that's
So
even better.
You can't control anything at the moment either because your body's asleep.
Yep.
Your
you have no control over
spirit is wild and your suffering is brief.
All right.
All right.
Talon, anything else you want to do there?
So now, I'm gonna hold off for now. Keep an eye on Donaar. I will get, since I've got That's my parrot, right? Or is
No,
that?
that
no,
is-
that's
Oh no,
your-
that's
That's Paige.
Okay.
that's Paige.
Yes, okay,
I
that's Paige.
I didn't add the token. I apologize.
Okay. In which case, there isn't much else that I'm interested in doing. I think.
Okay.
Other
That
than
brings
maybe
us.
getting off the bridge.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round, and Flick.
All right. Since I forgot to do this last time, Paige will hokey pokey in and out. You can get help action on my first attack against this guy who will go down at some point, I promise. 24 to hit.
That will hit, definitely.
Okay, so 18 damage.
18 damage. Let's go for its fortitude check. That's not going to do it.
Awesome.
So 8. Yep, he drops. As the body falls to the ground, you see it become a little more corporeal, and the purple vapor just kind of dissipates up from it and kind of evaporates into the air above.
Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. No, I'm not worried about anything. I didn't see anything happen with the purple smoke. Good job dissolving into smoke, chump. All right, next guy.
Now, would you describe it as a purple haze?
For copyright purposes, no.
All right. This guy's also really hurt, right?
The one by you and Torque, yes. Yeah.
Then he will get my bonus action attack, but that will miss.
15 will miss, yeah. Brings up the battle axe, which can actually like lets you
I
wrap
like
the whip
rolling
around and
sevens,
kind of
apparently.
rips off of it.
Yeah, nope. I'm still plugging up the door. I'm done.
Okay. Donaar is unconscious
Hey.
until the spell ends, or you take damage,
Correct. Or I wake him up.
or you wake him up. Yeah.
I have no interest of doing.
Torque.
Okay, well, 3 guesses as to what I'm going to do.
Your
Polite conversation with them.
Holster your weapon and try to talk with them.
Hit it very hard.
Torque is very concerned about the captain, but also kind of realizes that he's going to need to hold the line to prevent us from being overwhelmed. So he's going to continue to attack. He'll start by attacking the one directly above him, recklessly, with a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
For 14 bludgeoning damage.
Save. He succeeds. So he drops and then just like stands back up again.
Well, we'll try that again then. And if this isn't enough to kill him, then I will push him back with my crusher feet.
Okay.
27?
27 to hit. Jeez, yeah.
So this can be another 15.
15. That's bad. Yep. He just succeeds on his. So he falls down for a second. He's like,
Well, in that case,
Back
I'd like
again.
as part of my attack for the crusher feet to push him 5 feet north.
sure, okay.
And
As
then
he
I'll
like,
get
starts
him.
to twitch and move again, you're just like give him a kick and just shove him back 5 feet.
And since he's still in my aura, I'll get him to make a dexterity save as well.
Okay. That's a natural 1.
So another 4 lightning damage, in the hopes it'll do anything.
No.
Nope.
Rolls a 17 on that, so you see it go through his body, and then he just kind of groggily stands back up. Is that it for Torque? Are you moving at all? Doing anything else?
I think that's all I can do for now. So I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. that one is going to use half of his movement to stand up. And he will move in, and he's going to go right at you. With the 21 to hit.
This will hit.
For 5 damage.
Okay.
And 14 to hit.
The 14 will miss.
Okay, so you take a total of 5 slashing damage. Second one, 23 to hit.
This will hit.
That's going to be 5 damage as well. And a natural 20.
That will absolutely hit.
For 11, 12, 13. For 15 slashing, halved.
Does it have to 7 or 8?
8. It always
Okay.
goes up. Yeah. And then the third guy. 14 to hit. Will miss. And a 17 to hit.
The 17 will hit.
For another... Oh. And so that's another 6 slashing damage.
Okay. I'm kind of getting
just-
death by 1,000 cuts here.
Carving away at you. Yeah. The good news is they all do seem to be focused on you at the moment. So if nothing else, you're taking the hits.
Before I end my turn,
Before they end their turn?
oh yeah, sorry. Talking is a free action, right?
Yes.
Torque will turn back in between blows and just say to Blake, fall back. I have a plan to hold the line.
Okay. Talon, you hear Torque in the midst of fall back. You hear that shouted out towards you.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say to Flick.
Well, all of us.
Talon would
yeah.
still hear it.
So it applies.
That's what I'm saying.
It does apply to everyone.
Yeah, Talon would. I'm saying Talon would hear it because
Okay.
I'm not that far away, so he would. Yeah, and it's Talon's turn.
Alrighty. The one directly north of Torque, has it suffered any damage?
Oh yeah, it keeps getting back up again.
Right.
So it's been killed 3 or 4 times now, so to speak.
I'll gather what salt I can from the air around and the water beneath, gather it into the pistol, and fire a shot.
Okay.
See if I can't take it down. Take it down. Oh, that's going to be a nope.
9 will not hit.
Yep. Okay. In which case, I'm then going to healing word myself.
You get your aim slightly off, and it kind of the bullet careens off of the cave wall. Flick kind of you hear like a ping ping up above your head.
Well, I tried. And then, yeah,
You
bonus
did?
action, I'll do a healing word on myself because I'm a bit hurt. I'm not feeling so good.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round, and Mr. Flick,
All right.
your compatriot telling you to fall back, says you got a plan.
9 health. Excellent.
Okay. I will. I'll eventually fall back. So Paige is going to
Eventually.
help on her way through.
Okay.
Then I will booming blade that one that keeps on getting up. 21 to hit.
And one will hit.
So 15 damage.
It is going to fail this time.
Hooray!
Hey!
That means I don't have to burn a spell slot to get away from it. That's
It happened at least
doing
once.
So that one drops.
Oh, in that case, I can use my bonus action now. I'll whip out. Is one of these guys wounded? The remaining one?
Both of them are wounded. The one, this one is slightly more wounded than the other one.
I will swing at the slightly more wounded one then. Hacha, 22 to hit.
Yep.
11 slashing. That's
Okay. Takes a good chunk.
And
Rips a
then
bone
I
free.
fall back to here. And so to go to Talon, what's up with the sleepy pants?
He's possessed, and I knocked him out.
Possessed bad. Okay. That's important information to share with the
Yeah.
group next time, eh?
Well,
Donaar, you're asleep. Torque.
How long
You
does
see
sleep
these
last
burn
for?
marks until he wakes up.
A minute?
Oh.
It's a minute. It's a minute or until you
right.
take damage. Someone uses an action to wake you, or the spell ends.
The issue
it's a
is
minute, yeah, so.
the issue is I don't think we have a reasonable way to get you out of the possession other than just to hold you there until you can do it yourself. So we need to deal with these guys first. Then once they're done and we're not at threat of being immediately killed, we can deal with it.
Orc, you got 2 left standing by you. 2 down to your right.
So my original plan was for Torque to fill the gap in the doorway and then just go into his shell to kind of like turn into a living barricade.
Shell defense. Yeah, nice. Up your AC.
However, now that, Flick has taken another one off the board, that does feel kind of not as pressing as I thought it was when there was like more of them bearing down on us. So It might be a bit boring, but I think I'm going to stay the course and just keep attacking.
What you do, man? You do you.
So first I'm going to attack the one to the north, the northwestern one.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 27 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay, so that's 11 bludgeoning damage. I'm
Alright,
going
looking
to
really rough.
push him back 5 feet this way.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack this one that's still next to me.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 24.
24 will definitely hit.
As I kind of just follow through on the upswing for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And now
hit.
only incurring 1 attack of opportunity. Torque is just going to, keeping his eyes on them, just kind of sidestep back and just use his bulk to just kind of block the doorway.
Gotcha. 12, so that's going to miss. You managed to get back as you smash into it and step back quick, like before it can react and get the attack on you.
Oh, and as a bonus action, I'll give him some additional damage for my aura as well. So if he can make a dex save.
That one, yep.
Yes.
It's 11.
All right, so that'll be another 3 lightning damage. They're whittling me down, but I'm whittling them down just as fast, hopefully
You are,
faster.
Yep. Lots of blows being traded, so this is true. All right, that brings us to them. So the one that you just shocked will step in closer. 15 to hit. The first attack.
That will miss.
And an 11 on the second attack. So seems to be kind of staggered by the lightning a little bit. And you managed to just hold him off.
As Torque is kind of filling the doorway, he'll just kind of like tuck his head in and sort of lean forward so that the top part of his shell will kind of like draw the attacks a bit more. Oh, actually, quick question.
Yes.
Remember that weird skin condition Torque has, that patch of crystal on his shoulder?
Yes.
That doesn't have any effect on his armor class, does it?
Doesn't seem to, no.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
All right. So the other one is going to step in here as well. First swing for a 10 and 20 for the second attack.
That will hit.
For a whopping total of 3 damage.
Noted.
However, Torque, need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay. That green dot means that Talon gave me inspiration, so I'm definitely going to use that.
Okay.
What are you up to? What are you up to now, Devin? Like a D?
It's still a D. No, it's still a D6 because I'm only now working on Bard. So.
Okay.
He was doing Druid levels as well, so.
Okay, so that's an 11, but I'll add a D6 to that to make it a 13.
Torque, as you're fighting these two off and they're kind of trading blows, and as you block one of the blows, you notice a quick movement to your right and you see this vapor just kind of flick past your vision, and your mind just suddenly is under attack and you feel yourself retreating into your inner shell, as it were, as your mind just goes inwards, and you feel your body just be wrenched from your control as another worldly presence just moves its way in.
The last conscious thought that Torque has before his mind is pulled into the sunken place is just, oh, not again.
Hey,
Interesting.
I don't think I can put Torque to sleep, guys.
Flick.
Do we see this happen?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, we're all looking.
You
down
see
that
you
way.
see Torque going like kind of grabbing his head and like shake a little bit, and then all of a sudden he just kind of stands up. And then
Mr.
like
Taylor-
turns away from the awakened as they no longer seem to be his enemy. He just turns and looks in your direction. His eyes also are purple.
No, Talen's
man.
before me.
Yes, but I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, you need me to make...
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I was kind of hoping I'd get a turn once I knew that possession was on the table.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the final session.
Yeah.
Hey, this is just quickly.
Oh,
going...
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, natural 20 for
All right, so
for
this
21.
is now the Talon and Flick show.
Flick, you see this happening. You see Torque kind of doing his thing, whatever, and you look over to Donaar, and in between them, in a split second, you see that little purple vapor come, and you manage to just be like, nope.
It's more of a...
Yeah.
Gimli blowing away at the moment. The smoke.
So you are now aware that there is another spirit that is hovering
Yeah.
around.
Maybe dropping
Torque.
2 in 1 round was not a good idea. All right.
Before we continue, Torque,
Yes.
you hear this presence in your mind speaking. It says, please, I am sorry, we have no choice. We are not in control. I cannot stop. I do not want to hurt you, but I cannot stop. Do not kill the other animated remains, or your friends will be possessed.
Oh.
Can you help?
Can I respond?
Fight me. Fight me with everything you have. Fight me. You can respond.
Torque will just say, you haven't given us much choice up until now. But from where I'm standing, it seems I have nothing to lose, so I can certainly try.
Right. Tayland.
Yep. Well, we need to get rid of anything coming out. Okay. Well, let's see. Hi. I mean, I can probably keep them at bay. I definitely can't put Torque to sleep, nor do I want to. But I could get him to do like a dissonant whispers or something. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind on the bridge. Gonna stand over top of Donaar's sleeping form
Right?
and
No teabags allowed in this game.
and up jumps the whale, the largest of all. If yous want to know him wind, well, I'll blows yous a squall. And I will just cascade a gust of extremely powerful wind down the bridge to try and push everything away from us and keep them at bay while we figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
Okay. So that will... He needs to do a strength save to...
Yeah,
Which
it'll be at the start of his turn.
Yeah.
Second thing is, can I give him Bardic Inspiration, or will it go to his... Or do I not know? Like, will it go to the body, to him?
It would go to the consciousness in charge of...
Okay.
Because you can't target, like... like, you have to see Torque to target Torque, and like Torque right now is not Torque, so you'd be targeting.
Okay.
The
so I don't want to do that. Okay. In Vid's case, I think that's gonna work for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hold them off, Flick. We gotta think of something.
So the gust of wind definitely creates. Well, first of all, wait, is this? I think this torch is on. One of these torches is on.
Paige is gonna have some real trouble holding, but.
So these lights are snuffed out by that wind. And Flick, the wind is loud, so it's like. But it's your turn.
All right. Because first off, I'm going to do a strength save for Paige. -3, I believe. Mine's 4, sorry. Her strength is 3. There we go. Hey! Another natural 20.
Nat 20. There you go.
Nicely done.
Paige
16.
can move freely.
Be good to get Donaar back so we can back up.
Does that beat your DC?
16? Yes, it does.
Barely. Well, crap. I mean, I can protect myself.
Well, do you have like a hold person or any kind of...
No.
Okay.
I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
His whole person is.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
I'm now immune to possession for the next 10 minutes.
There you go.
There you go.
No more relying on my +1 charisma save.
Yes.
Not a bad idea. I'm going to give you a little angel symbol. So.
It's a very low chance of me getting possessed as is, so I think that's the wise move.
Also give myself that to remind myself that I'm concentrating.
Gotcha. Yep. Are you good? Is that it?
No. I'm gonna have to do something stupid now, aren't I?
Pee a little.
Probably.
Gonna have to measure. Hang on. The lights are out in that room, or?
Yep.
Yeah,
Massive gust that Kaylin just sent down that hallway.
Can I
blew
see
the torches
anything?
out.
You have dark vision. Oh, you have low light vision.
I've got low light. Can I still see in there?
You can see, well, from where you are, you can see the one guy behind Torque there. You can see Torque, and you can just make them out because they're kind of in the light from outside is like from.
Yeah.
So I can see enough to say, I don't know. I'm gonna Misty Step here.
That's really stupid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but he's protected.
They seem to have a little bit of a faint glow to them as well, these entities. So as you step into the room, there's just enough for you to see by.
All right, you chumps. I've had it up to here with you. And I bristle. And that's about all I can do.
Okay. Donaar is enjoying his nice nap.
God, I wish I was playing a cleric right now.
Torque. With your connection with this entity, you gain the understanding that you can attempt one of two things. You can either attempt to fully regain control of your body and break the possession, which is a higher DC. You can also try to attempt to get your body to do one thing, like to speak, a sentence that you want it to do, or make a gesture. You can't force it to attack, but you can get it to make some sort of outward sign, which would be a lower DC. So whichever save you want to do is up to you.
Here's a question for you, Craig.
Yes.
I would like to try to make the save to regain control. May I whisper the results of my roll to you?
You may, yes. So that'd be a charisma save.
And what's the DC?
It is a. Here, I'll send it to you. If you want to do this,
goody.
if you want to do this, how do I whisper again? Remember how to whisper.
/W.
Right. There you go. Send your way.
Okay. So, Tayland, as you throw the gust of wind and snuff out all of the lights directly behind Torque, it goes entirely dark for a second. And then you just see this hulking figure silhouetted in crackling electricity. As I'm going to attempt the strength saving throw.
Highly terrifying.
It's a walk forward. Strength save.
Nat 20.
Oh!
Yeah, I think that was.
As the silhouette with just crackling blue electricity writhing off of it just begins to slowly stride forward.
Now, Flick,
It is difficult terrain.
you do get an attack
Okay.
of opportunity because Torque is currently an adversary. So, should you choose to use it or not is up to you. But technically, you do have an attack of opportunity as he moves out of your range.
Yeah. I'm going to try and trip him with my whip.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So this is opposed.
Versus his.
So I make
Let's see, it was his
acrobatics
strength, right?
Opposed with athletics.
think it's
Athletics,
Yeah, it's athletics or acrobatics,
Mhm.
which I have advantage on because I'm raging.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have to beat here?
So it's a 15.
Well, I've been rolling lots of 7s tonight, so this should be good.
Flick.
Ah,
Oh,
son
no.
Had to roll half of that.
You like time it badly, and as you just whip for the foot, he raises that foot and just steps out of the way.
I have a question.
And continues on.
Can Torque hear me?
Depends
Torque
on
can
the
hear-
strength of the
yes,
wind, but
you can hear like
Can
Torque
can
in
the
his mind
can
hear
the
everything-
creature
hear
can the
everything that's going on.
okay? I'm just wondering if the gust of wind is too powerful that I can't shout into it.
No, you can show. It's going in that direction anyway, so you can let your
Okay.
voice carry with it.
Cutting words.
Oh,
okay.
reaction.
Ooh.
This is what I've been saving my inspiration for. I'm going to
Okay.
subtract his athletics check by a d6.
For this attempt.
Yes.
Okay.
If I roll high enough,
Got
we're
a
good.
He will fall on his face. That's true.
It's got to be a big roll. We're
5 or
we're gonna.
6 will do it.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
That's a 3.
What do you shout? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't work.
Watch your step. Oh crap. Yeah, never mind.
Call yourself a second mate. You can't tie a bowling.
So
Can't even
as,
stand up straight when the pack of cheese are rolling.
as Torque steps forward, Paige is just fluttering in front of him. He just is going to just swat her out of the air.
He's an unstoppable juggernaut.
Well, I probably should have moved her. Oops.
Is Paige just like poofed?
Does a 17 hit Paige?
Yes. Yes.
So that'll be 12 bludgeoning damage.
Better page
Yeah.
than me.
Well,
All right.
I still have 15 feet of movement.
Torque just tears the page off of that one.
Hi. How you doing?
Hello.
We have to
I'm
stop meeting
picturing
this
that
way.
like dark silhouette, like the purple eyes glowing, the lightning crackling around. Just
Oh yeah,
That's-
you.
that's
yeah,
gonna
just and he's like walking slow because he's walking against the wind too. So it's just
Yeah.
so that's going to be a 17 bludgeoning damage. And with my crusher feet, I would like to knock Talon 5 feet backwards off of Donaar's prone body.
Yeah, which is going to send
Okay.
him spiraling into you. What am I doing? An athletics check here, or does it just work?
Just goes.
You just go. You just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, Donaar's body is now going to probably fly into Torque.
Oh, because
As
the
a-
going to move back
on
from
the
you,
start
yeah.
of Donaar's
No,
turn,
he's
yeah.
gonna
As a bonus-
make him up.
Although I guess
As
I
a
have to make
bonus, yeah.
a concentration check first.
Back, what are you doing, Torque?
As a bonus action, after Donaar's been knocked back, after Talon's been knocked back, Torque is just standing over Donaar's body and just extends out a hand and just says, "Rise," as a bolt of lightning flies out of the palm of his hand and hits Donaar in the chest. I'm assuming since he's unconscious, he can't save.
Yeah,
Like you
automatically fails
abandoned
his
me.
dex save.
So what is that?
So Donaar takes 6 lightning damage and then wakes up.
And wakes up.
Guys.
Flick, you abandoned me.
So Donaar, you wake up and you see the form of Torque standing over you, his eyes purple as well. You're looking through this other creature's eyes.
Yep.
And the voice inside your head says, "No, not another one. We must fight. Fight back. Fight us." And it is the Awakened's turn.
Gotta make a strength save.
The ones, they're not moving though.
Oh, they still need to make a strength save. They're still within the 60 feet long line.
Yeah, otherwise they get
gust.
pushed back 15
I
feet.
suppose this is true. How's a 16?
Yeah, that'll succeed.
All
The other
right,
one?
so that one is going to attack. Flick. 9's going to miss.
Ah!
Just misses overhead. And 11 also misses. And the other one will make a strength save for 16.
God.
And will also attack Flick with an 8 and 11. These guys suck tonight. I cannot.
Well, good thing.
It's
Good
good.
thing you have us, Craig. Good thing you have us.
Yeah.
Donaar and Torque, I need you guys to fight the party, man. These guys are garbage.
Well, you should have thought of that before you decided you were going to Yasha me tonight.
Oh, stop it. All right. Taylor.
Okay. Full panic mode. And when the storm is fled and the fog's thick as mud, it's pray for your deliverance and play you rightly should, fog cloud.
Right?
Fog cloud.
Where
Ah!
fog clouding here.
Around me.
How
Okay.
big a radius is that?
20
30.
feet radius.
Oh, 20 feet. Sorry, 20.
I'm doing it at first level. I don't need to coat the entire battlefield in fog.
Oh, that kind of sucks. Oh well.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Listen, man. I mean, you know what I might do? Well, here's the problem. If I move, Donaar can take a free attack on me, which I'm not.
prone still.
Oh, that's true.
Hmm.
I'm not super scared of Donaar either way. Taking a free attack on me.
He's
So I could-
laying down. It's also true.
Yeah, I could back up and throw the fog cloud up. Because the point is, I assume you want to like go in and attack them.
Well,
I'm just trying to stall this out as long as I can until they can break free. If they can't see me,
fog cloud's not concentration, is it?
yeah, it is.
It is. That'll kill your wind wall.
It's not really doing much to be
Okay, no,
honest.
just because otherwise,
It's
you have to
true, it
roll-
hasn't really
roll
done
It
it.
away.
failed in every single, even Paige succeeded against it. Okay.
Well, it took him that many, for me, but yeah.
A little paper airplane. This freaking gust. It just keeps going. Okay. I'm feeling a little. I'm feeling a little subpar in my magic right now. I can back.
A little winded, perhaps?
I can back up a bit if you want to be able to see Torque.
Yeah.
I mean, I can back up so you can see both of them if you really want to. I do not mind. In fact, I was going to flee after casting Fog Cloud,
So
but
just-
I can do
what-
it the other
what
way
would you-
around.
What would you have done, Taylor? Like, if you're thinking...
So realistically, I
thinking
want
this
to
ahead
throw
of
the
time.
Fog Cloud up and then run away,
Okay.
so that I'm not in the Fog Cloud, but they think
Okay.
I'm in the Fog Cloud. So the area that I have set as my token background there, that's where I want the fog cloud to be, but then I'm not going to be there.
Okay, so let me do this. Oh, let me move it. Come on. Not quite. Like there. There we go. Okay.
Right. And then I'm just going to run away.
All right. Donaar, with disadvantage with a measly hand, do we even bother? You're laying down, so.
Yeah.
I would say it's feasible that he wouldn't even realize because he's looking up at Torque, so
Yeah.
and it's not worth it. Yeah.
Listen, I see two of my party members, the two heavy hitters, get up and turn towards me. I'm leaving.
All right. Flick. You see this fog. The wind stops and the fog goes up.
I believe in Flick.
You can no longer see Torque or Donaar. You do still see the two awakened in front of you.
All right, Tailend, I'll mop up here and I'll come help. Just give me a minute. Jeez, gotta do everything in this.
Hey, man, if Torque gets me again, I'm dead. That hurt a lot.
Yeah, better than possessed. All right, I'm going to
That's you.
blade the one standing next to me.
Okay.
Sorry, the one directly. This guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got you.
All right. 26. That
Oh, yeah.
hits. 14.
Con save for that. He's going to fail. He dies the first time.
Aha!
Nice. Bonus action, I will whip the other one. 12 to hit does not hit.
Does not.
I am tempted to just go stand in the fog, but nah. Gonna sort of mosey around this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Donaar. You're in a fog cloud. You have no idea where Flick is.
No.
You know that Donaar was beside you. I'm sorry, Donaar. You know that Talon was beside you, and then the fog cloud, and he wasn't there. So you actually have no idea where either one of them are at the moment.
Trying to break free of the possession, is that an action?
That's your turn.
That's my turn. Okay.
Essentially, like whatever the DC is, like if you break free, then you're done. That's your turn.
Okay.
If you want to try and use your body to do something else, it's a lower DC. The body still gets to do its thing.
I had plans until I got knocked to sleep.
Just like life, eh? I got plans and then I fell asleep, man. And then
I am in full like urchin living on a street, running for his life mode right now.
Not to say that what I had planned was going to make any difference. All right, I'm gonna go full take back the body because I saw Torque over top of me. He's clearly possessed. I know that Tayland was there, but I don't see him anymore. Now I'm covered in fog.
Wait,
so
well, you don't see anything anymore.
I don't see anything. So I think Donaar is gonna go full. Try to get back his body.
Charisma save.
Come on. Come on. That's a 5 plus 1.
We're playing Thaco. No. Yeah, nope, I won't do it.
All right, then I suppose possessed Donaar will stand up.
Never possessed you to do that.
Have anything that could knock out gust or fog cloud? What's the things that would remove it?
You have Dispel Magic.
Dispel magic or Gust of Wind.
Gust of wind or a fireball to burn it off.
Yeah,
No, that won't work.
What about a tidal wave?
I would say it might. A tidal wave. No.
No?
The water would just move through because fog is water.
True. Yeah.
It would might move it a little bit, but it's got to be like a movement of air that would actually disperse it.
I mean, look, if you want to throw a fireball in the entire vicinity of the fog cloud, you go right ahead and do that.
Be very happy that I don't have fireball.
Why are you even asking?
Of course I don't have fireball.
Yeah, traditionally you would need a dispel magic or a gust of wind or
Gust of wind, yeah.
Or just walk out of it.
He doesn't know where the edge of it is, though.
Yeah, walking.
Or just that won't work. No.
All right.
Do you move slower when you're blinded?
No, you just can't tell. You'd be very disoriented if you were able to see and then immediately couldn't see. Like, you can't see your hand in front of your face with fog cloud. Like, it's as thick as pea soup.
When I was in college, I was at a house party and the host had a fog machine, and about halfway through the party it broke and just flooded the entire house with like fog so dense you couldn't even see.
So basically, that's what's happening right now.
Just imagine like a bunch of like plastered college kids just like moving around in just like a thick, like Stephen King's The Mist, just trying to trying not to fall down the stairs or trip over furniture or anything.
All right, Donaar, what are we doing?
Yeah. So I think that what Donaar is going to do as a bonus action is cast Expeditious Retreat on himself.
Actually, not bad, yeah.
It allows you to move at an incredible pace when you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take dash action. So obviously I can't go any faster this turn.
Yeah, you can. When you cast the spell and as a bonus action after that. So you can dash on this turn.
All right, well then...
Pick a direction.
Yeah, I mean, this is what makes the most sense, because that's the way that
Continue
we've come
forward,
from.
right?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
There's
I
Talon.
see Tayland.
But you've already cast a spell, so all you got to do is a cantrip.
So I will throw a firebolt at Talon, because that's the only offensive cantrip I have equipped. So I will make a ranged spell attack against Tayland. Be the crappy roll that I just had.
What did you do?
Tayland, does a 26 hit you?
That's awesome.
Oh no!
Okay. Do what you got to do. I have a backup plan.
Oh no!
This is 2d10 damage because I'm 5th level
Does
or
a
higher now.
26 hit you?
Plans never survive first contact with the enemy.
Or your friends?
These are d10s, yeah.
20.
Oh, jeez. That's a 9
Okay.
and a 4. So 13
13.
fire damage
Cutting words.
to Tayland.
I subtract it by 6.
Okay, good.
Cutting word.
Oh, this
You
is
suck.
horrible. This is horrible.
Even possessed, you can't even. Ow! You can't. You don't even have any good spells.
That's Donaar's turn.
Do you need to make your concentration check on your fog cloud?
Yeah, I do. I think I'll make it. I think that makes it.
Just barely.
To reduce damage, yeah. All right, there you go. All right, and that's it for Donaar.
Mm-hmm.
Torque.
Okay, once again, I'll be whispering my charisma save to you
Okay,
to try and regain control.
gotcha. Okay.
Let's see. Talon, from inside the fog cloud, you just hear the sound of metal scraping on stone as Torque
Oh, jeez,
slowly moves forward,
it's not creepy.
dragging the anchor behind him.
It's like a horror movie all of a sudden.
Totally.
Mhm.
Is.
In
All of a sudden,
Torque's mind
After you got
right
possessed
now,
already, mean?
in Torque's mind right now, in his like struggle to regain control, He's no longer in this catacomb. He's no longer with his friends. It's back 10 years ago on the streets of Tyr, watching the rain wash the blood in between the cracks of the cobblestones. His anchor is not there. Instead, he's got a bloodied hand axe in each hand. Moving forward as he watches just buildings erupt in flames around him, hearing the screams of the people, and just looking around partially in this like battle fervor, but also the sort of disorientation of not even knowing if the people that he's hacking at are his own crewmates or the actual people that they came here to attack. He's just so caught up in the bloodlust right now that he's just completely given in. And so he'll continue to move forward. That was 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see anything right now, so I'm just going to roll a d4 and choose I'm just going to roll a d8 and just choose a direction, basically.
Okay. 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You just go back the way you came.
That's back the way I came. So
Yep.
Huzzah!
instead, I'm gonna go this way because Torque wouldn't do that. And
You kind of feel like an opening that you pass through. You feel the wall, and it's like, oh. Your possessed consciousness knows that this was a secret entrance, but you looking through, you're like, this is weird.
I think I'm just gonna like take a swing at the wall out of frustration
Cool.
at not having found my quarry.
You can quarry the wall instead. Yep.
Oh, I hear that. That rings out.
Oh yeah.
That's only an 11 to hit, but yeah.
It's a wall.
You just hear just a roar of frustration and then just smashing my anchor into the wall.
I shudder.
stones.
Hey, little guy, I'm over here.
You hear that? All right.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. The one remaining standing.
He's got
He's
disadvantage to
going to,
attack me, assuming he's undead.
Yes. That's
So
right.
yes. I'm protected.
Turns out they're actually plants.
And that's a good thing because I finally rolled well with that, but then rolled a 7 on the disadvantage. So, and then a 6.
Right on.
There's only one more of those things up there with you, right, Flick?
Yep.
Okay.
About to be 0, I hope.
Talon.
You guys can't get double possessed. I
Well-
hope. That's my hope.
As not your turn yet.
Dang.
Okay.
As Donaar has attacked you, and you're kind of like, oh, you're leaning down, corner of your vision. Purple haze comes around.
Okay, I'm proficient.
Come on. If
Make a
anybody
charisma
can
saving
handle
throw,
this.
please.
That was my hope.
I'm
That's
proficient.
Charisma save.
19.
Hey.
19 will do it.
Okay.
Plus one's the
You
rest of
feel this otherworldly presence assaulting your mind, and you manage to, almost through sheer stubbornness of will, just be like, no.
My mind is my own, you purple wind.
Ooh!
My brain's leaking. I can't think.
It dies of just
I
being burned by the pain. No.
I'd say I'm sorry, Donaar, but I'm not. Please make a wisdom save.
Oh.
A curse upon you, sorrowful, thick and fast. Your days have been numbered, each hour your last. May the land see your sky turn to swallow you whole, and forever never get what you stole.
Give me a. Oh,
This is where he's going to roll high.
Of course.
it was a 4, but it was like kind of cocked against the side. I'm taking
Oh,
it
it was a
anyways.
4. No, it was a
It's
4.
4 plus my 4, 8.
You fail, sir. You're going to take 10 psychic damage, and you must immediately use your reaction to move as far as your speed allows away from me.
Ooh.
Back into the fog with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Away
sir.
with you.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Away with you.
So you would just run. You're gonna run in blind. But because you're running in fear, you're just gonna turn and run. So.
Yep. And I've got the dash. I've got expeditious retreat.
So
it's a reaction only though, because you can only use your up to your move.
So I have to react
that
way.
Just your 30 feet.
Oh, okay. You can only move up to your move speed. So that's 15.
So much better.
25, 30. Is that fair?
So you don't run fast enough. You don't run far enough to go right off the bridge into the water, but yeah,
I'll get there. Just hang on.
And now you're going to be incredibly disoriented.
Yeah. Or as disorientated as the British like to say, for whatever reason. Is that it for Talon? Are you hanging out?
I am quickly running out of things to do, so yes.
Okay. Mr. Flick.
I'm gonna first yell out, "Hey Talon, how you holding up over there, buddy?"
Oh!
That sounds still alive to me. Very good. All right, I'm gonna wreck up this guy I'm standing next to with a booming belay. 20 to hit.
Yes, sir.
14 damage.
Oof. Nice. Yep. It's a good chunk off of him there.
All right. Follow up with the bonus action. 14.
Couple of bones go flying.
I'm going to see if I can lure him into moving and triggering the boom. So I'm going to provoke the opportunity attack.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yep.
6 is a miss.
6, yep.
And I'm just going to sort of stand over here and... Come on! Bony ass, come get me!
You say so. All right.
Got a bone to pick with you.
So to be clear, does dissonant whispers mean like Donaar's not?
It's worn off now. No.
Okay.
It's worn off now.
It's
an immediate runaway from me, and then that's it.
All right.
The point was to get you back in there and disorientated.
Okay.
Control or...
I don't see, and maybe I am just blind, but I don't see any value in trying to regain something small, so Donaar's just going to go for it. What did I roll high with? I rolled high with... Screw it, new dice. This one. All right.
Fresh blank canvas.
Yes! That's a 19, plus my charisma of 1. 20. Dirty 20.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Inside your mind's prison here, you finally, with this entity like encouraging you, being like egging you on to fight, knowing that it's being held against its will in some way as well, kind of it finally gives you that enough of just frustration to just like, and you just push through, and almost like you feel like you're just like diving forwards like through your own eyes as you kind of break free, and there's a moment where you just kind of like there's like a weird fuzziness until you finally start to feel that physical form again and realize that you have regained control of your body.
I'd like to think that as Donaar broke through, he kind of drops to his knees. What's that Vietnam movie? What's Willem Dafoe? I just get shot in the back.
Dafoe
drops to his knees, raises his head. What's
that
Platoon?
Movie?
Spoilers.
Is that one Platoon?
I don't know, one of those. Donaar drops to his knees, hands in the air, and maybe lets out a scream,
Dafoe.
letting everybody potentially know.
Willem.
And that's all I can do, right? So I'm now back, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just hear so the rest of you just hear like a draconic roar, just like roar.
Yep.
Is that good or bad?
No idea how to interpret it.
Yes, it was Platoon, by the way.
I thought I was like Platoon, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Torque.
I'm gonna whisper this to you again.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to try and regain control.
And you're rolling with what, a +2?
+2, yeah.
Twice as good as Donaar and me. That's
You got this, Torque.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That looks promising. That wasn't a D20. Wait a minute.
Why is he rolling that? That means he failed.
20.
Oh boy.
25. 30. It's dark. I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, you're going blind here. That's true.
Oh, you don't have low light vision.
If Tayland is nearby, he just sees a shower of sparks just shooting up behind Torque as he is just dragging the maul on the ground behind him, just sniffing the air, trying to figure out where.
Hold on,
where
I
Tayland is.
gotta step out right now.
This is where
Okay.
darkness on the map actually is a lot of fun. Because then you actually have no idea. You're like, what
I
do I see?
sometimes
I
forget
don't know,
that
what
you've
do I
given
see?
me vision, Craig. So it's like, what do you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
if he's near you?
I have given you vision.
I'll have to potentially forfeit the rage by doing this, but could Torque attempt a spot check using his action to roll perception to try and see if he can suss out where his prey is?
Yeah, I think so. I would be at disadvantage because you're in the dark. So
Okay.
any perception checks right now are at disadvantage. Because you can't say nothing.
Okay, so
Wow.
that'll be a 19 with disadvantage.
And he's not technically not trying to hide. Well, he kind of is actually.
Yeah, he went to the shadows. He didn't say specifically stealth, but
Okay. You hear it's less seeing and you more kind of hear the quivering in his like the voice kind of like.
Okay,
and
sorry about that. Everything's okay now.
Okay, well,
except
I mean,
the Torque has
everything's
found
okay.
you, but he did a perception check and just kind of like you just pause and you listen and you hear the heavy breathing, the perspiration, the effort, that comes with just being heavily wounded, and you get a bead on Kalen being that direction.
It does take my action though, so
It does.
Yes.
if Talon can see in the dark, all he sees is just the shower of sparks of Torque dragging the maul and then stopping, and then you just see a pair of purple eyes just
Well, I can't see in the dark,
walking
but
on your direction.
I can see you based on. Oh no, I guess there wouldn't be any light coming through the fog clouds, so
Kalen's gonna have nightmares for the rest
it'll
of
just
his
be
life.
this thundering. But that's okay. I don't need to see you.
After this, if you guys all survive, Kalen like forever respects Torque and just like nope. Do your thing, buddy. All right, so that brings Torque to an end. You know where he is. Final awakened. You definitely are going to goad him to move because that's just what they do. So he is going to step towards
All right,
you,
so
Flick.
he takes 11 thunder damage.
And with that, he will make his
Yes.
horribly failed Constitution save of a -1,
Perfect.
or just a 1,
So
and
now we got
drops.
4 ghosts floating around, but we're good.
That took ages.
yeah,
Good job, Flick.
yeah, nice.
That was a hell of a fight.
So, Talon, because you saved, you are immune to being possessed for the next 24 hours. Flick is currently immune because of your protection.
And because
Donaar, you are right.
Well,
and Donaar, you
is
are
it-
also immune because you have been possessed, and so you cannot be possessed again
Okay.
by these entities. For
Are we immune to
so
that specific creature's possession or possession in general?
Just possession, period.
Okay.
Yeah, you gain like once you kind of come back out of it, you gain that like resistance of like, nah, not again, not happening. Talon, you see purple eyes glowing at you
Yep. Yep, I do.
in the dark as the
Oh,
sparks kind of
God.
come to a stop.
I know what spell I'm taking at level 4, and I really, really wish I had it right now. Okay. Well, we can try Dissonant Whispers again. It seemed to work pretty well last time. Or I can go with something that's... Ooh. Okay, having fought with Torque a lot, your whole lightning thing,
Mhm.
does that work when you hit something? Is that a bonus action? You can just shoot it?
It's a bonus action. I can target anyone within my aura to make them take a dexterity save, but I can only target one person per turn.
Oh, it's a deck save?
It's a
Yeah.
deck save, and it's while he's raging, which he's currently not doing.
Well,
that-
unless if I take
He can still
damage,
take damage on this in this round.
Yeah, if I take damage, then the rage will be sustained.
Yeah.
So it's still on now, unless
Yeah.
And Torque has dark vision.
No,
No, so you can't see me necessarily.
No.
I just heard your
Okay.
last known location.
When,
That's a
when
little-
He
the-
heard you. He heard you clinging to dear life, like breathing
Yes.
heavily, like.
I would say when you hear the thunder ring out of that, I will call out, "Hey, last one's down, coming to help."
Okay, then I'm gonna drop concentration on Fog Cloud.
Boy,
There goes.
And now I can see Torque because he'll be embedded in the light. from the
Donaar
room
can
ahead.
see clearly now.
Well,
Fog is gone.
so I can see Torque. I can see that Donaar is no longer possessed, which is fantastic. I can see Torque, and I'm confident that he can't see me, but he seems to know where I am.
You can see him. He's in like
He's in dim light. Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
some dim light.
He
Okay.
is somewhat obscured. So yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking I can either gamble on Dissonant Whispers again, or I can burn my last second level slot and guarantee my safety. Oh. Yep. I'm going to deliver a quick chord, 3-note chord, to summon 3 watery duplicates of myself that will immediately take on my visage, as I will cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
That should do it. There are now 4 of me.
Heaven help us. I mean, awesome.
And that's that. I really
Okay.
should be healing myself.
Monsieur Flick.
all right. First things first, I'm gonna move my 30 feet to here and see what I can see. Oh, I can barely see Mr. Torque over there. All right. Here's the plan then. With my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on Torque. And I'm going to target Strength ability checks.
Oh,
So he will now have disadvantage on his Strength ability checks when I'm trying to trip his ass.
there you go. Handy.
However, I cannot get close enough to try and trip him this turn unless I dash. Or I can try and draw him back this way. So I'm going to cast Light on myself with my action
Okay.
and yell out, "Hey, little guy, come and get it."
All right. So you're doing light. How far
20
does
feet
it?
right and 20 feet then beyond that. And it's going on my
Bam.
favorite shield. Hasn't failed me yet.
There you go. You suddenly burst with light.
Now everyone can see.
Yay! I can see Torque coming right for me.
No, over here. Yo, over here.
Donaar.
Yo, D, get away.
You are Donaar. Flick, you do see that Donaar's eyes are now white as well, by the way.
Oh, good. Good.
He seems to have returned from his staycation inside his head.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Looks like I've got another marble situation here. Let's incapacitate him and shake the marbles out, eh?
All right. Donaar is going to.
Draw him back here somehow and then hide.
I think Donaar is going to burn his final tactician note to give Tayland a bonus action at the end of his turn. Donaar is going to hurl some advice. I just haven't spoken to this Donaar tonight. Tayland. Dodge.
Oh,
Uh,
thanks.
and then Donaar is going to bring out his hands and create an illusory image of Torque in between his hands, and then he's going to bring his hands together and reduce Torque's size.
Hey.
Okay.
It's going to have the same effect as your Hex. It's going to affect his strength checks and saving throws, but he's going to have reduced damage. He's going to be half his size.
Oh yeah.
Does reduction trigger a saving throw if the creature is unwilling?
I was gonna say because he's not a willing
Probably
creature,
does.
right?
It
So-
doesn't
Probably.
say... Oh, wait.
It probably does.
Con save.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's right at the
Yeah,
top.
con save versus your spell DC.
15.
Well, with my +6, that's
Oh,
only
no.
a 10.
Oh,
You rolled? I didn't
Yeah.
see
Oh
that.
shit! It was still on. It's still whispered, but it was a 10.
I see it.
Craig can verify.
Yeah.
All right, so Torque is reduced.
So Torque is now small. He's
Tiny
small.
Welcome to the club.
And then I think Donaar is actually going to get a little bit closer. 10, 15. No, there. That's my turn. So Talon
Okay.
can now take his action.
Right.
Like to take the dodge action.
Noted. And then Torque. So you did not take any damage at all. So your rage ended.
My rage is gone. Yes.
Correct.
Let me just get rid of that aura.
Debuffs is stacking.
Oh, we got a
Um,
bane to throw on him. Would be sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a charisma saving throw to try and regain control again.
Yeah, you are. Come on, I made you weak.
I don't think that affects his charisma.
I don't care. I
That
don't
doesn't
care.
affect the charisma at all. No.
And
It's going to hurt
then
his self-image. It's going to hurt his charisma save.
Torque is going to barrel towards Donaar, almost like bounding on all fours, almost just one-handed dragging his now reduced anchor behind him, and then he's going to, in his tiny state, recklessly attack Donaar.
Okay. So I had mage armor up. I just need to make sure I know what my DC or my AC is.
You don't have another shield spell, do you?
So it's 14 currently. Okay. I don't have what?
The shield spell? Do you have the shield spell?
I do.
Okay.
And I haven't had a reaction yet this turn, so.
Excellent.
Are you still whispering?
No, I think Torque's going to burn another rage before he attacks.
That's fair.
And, yeah.
That's fair.
I mean that's you would
Usually
go all
when
out,
usually
right?
when
So-
you're possessed, your resources go away quick.
yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you just go all out. They go all out.
Oh, and Donaar.
This might not be Torque's only encounter of the night, but it is
Yeah.
the ghost possessing Torque's only encounter for tonight.
Yeah, Donaar, your reduced his concentrate, right?
It is, yes. So this is
Yeah.
going to be problematic.
24 to hit.
Let's
I
see.
think even with can you
14
shield that?
plus
So it's gonna be
5 is
14.
19, so no, I can't even shield that.
But because I'm reduced, I subtract a d4 from damage, right?
You
Correct.
do roll a d4, but even there, I can only get up to 19.
Well, from his damage, not from the.
Okay, so it's actually only going to be 13 damage.
Paltry 13.
Sorry, so how much?
13?
13 bludgeoning damage.
I think you're still rolling whispered because I only saw the d4 you
Oh,
rolled.
Yeah,
you know what?
it was.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let me
Okay,
talk
so
about
sorry,
that.
how much damage?
It was 13. It was 15 minus the d4, so 13 total. One
Basically canceled out the rage damage, his extra rage there. So.
I will roll concentration.
Yep. So that's going to be DC 13, right?
That's gonna fail.
Is
Because
it half
it's
the damage? Or I can never remember on the concentration. Is it? I know the minimum is 10, but is it half damage or 10, or is it?
I think it's 10 or half, whichever is higher.
10 or half, yeah.
what am I adding to this again? Yeah, anything?
It's Constitution.
Yeah, no, that fails. So Torque is enlarged or regular sized again.
Okay. Yep.
And Torque is going to follow up with another.
I'll say Donar's been knocked down to his knees. They're at least a knee at this point.
Didn't know.
Okay. For the second attack, would you allow me to make a grapple check against Donaar?
Yeah.
Hug him and shock him.
All right, so because I have disadvantage, this is just going to be a regular athletics check.
You have a negative.
You don't have
before
disadvantage
that, too.
anymore because you're regular size.
No, he's still hexed.
Oh, but I am hexed.
Oh, you're
Oh,
hexed. That's right. Yeah,
yes.
sorry. That's correct. Yeah.
That is going to be a 20, so you have to beat that with your athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Yeah.
Trained in athletics.
Can you
But
get
14
higher than a 20?
14 plus 3 is not going to do it.
It is not.
All right, and finally, could I get Donaar to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
Pulls him in.
That's a total of 8.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
This is where Jack rolls a 6 on the damage.
So, runs in, hits you with the maul. As you're brought down to your knees and Torque returns to regular size, he just reaches out with one hand, seizes Donaar by the throat, and then lifts him up in the air as electricity surges up his arm and suffuses Donaar's body.
Donaar is not out yet. But
Well, dude, I'm like, I know how much hit
anybody
points you have. I was
that's
like, oh,
looking,
no.
Donaar is bleeding. He's like wrestling with consciousness at this point.
Oh, jeez.
Join
Wow. All right. Well, there are no awakened. So, Talon.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's get a little bit closer. Let's get a better look at what's going on here. Oh boy. Well, Donaar, you're probably wanting some healing, but like to be honest, like the solution here is to not get hit. That is the solution to this problem. Okay. Donaar, you go before Torque. I have an idea. Could you make him bigger again? Like bigger this time? And I will fog cloud 5 feet above all of our heads.
I mean, if that's what you're saying, Donaar is give you maybe a thumbs up.
Assuming Craig would allow that.
Nothing saying you can't cast it 5 feet up.
I know. I just had to double check. Yeah. Or the other option is I'm getting under the assumption that if you cast enlarge on him, he's going to be like, I mean, yeah, I want that, and just allow it to happen to him. Because if it fails, the other option is I go like waist high or something, and then
I would. It depends though, because he's having a spellcaster is casting something against him.
That's true. He's not going to know.
He doesn't
what it
necessarily
is.
know what
Yeah.
it is.
That's a fair
And
point.
It's an enemy that's casting against him, so he still would get the check.
Okay.
Against it.
Also, fog cloud is a sphere.
Is it? Oh, well, you could still finagle it to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Depending on how high the ceiling
Wow,
is.
yeah,
It would
that's
be-
pretty high actually.
Yeah.
It would be a smaller radius effectively because of the way the sphere works, but it doesn't need to be that large. Okay, well if that's not as effective of an idea, then I can always try dissonant whispers. Because otherwise, I gotta be honest, like as I said, it's either that or I probably put him to sleep, and I'm gonna tell you right now that is not going to work. So I think we're gonna try some dissonant whispers. I'll need Torque to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
A curse upon you, sorrowful, thick and fast. Your days have been numbered, each hour your last.
Wisdom. That's going to be a nat 20.
Oh, for God's sake.
Man. Total of 22.
Well, you will take half damage.
Okay.
Wow.
So you will take half of 17.
That would be 9 if we're rounding.
Yeah.
Is he?
I'm running out of spell slots, guys.
No, it's psychic damage though.
It's psychic. He takes half because he succeeded on the
Oh,
save.
for the save. Sorry, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't take a quarter. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I am going to I'm gonna continue on moving then. Right here. Hello. All four of me.
Ah, that's right. Yes.
Oi!
Right. Up the round, Mr. Flick.
Your
Okay.
mother was a. Is he tortoise or turtle?
He's a turtle. He's neither.
Does he look more like a tortoise or a turtle?
I think he looks more like a
Snapping
tortoise based on
turtle.
the picture.
He's a tortoise?
But he's a snapping turtle. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
Your mother was a tortoise.
Okay.
Your mother was a non-snapping turtle. Tortoise.
Your mother was a soft shell turtle.
There you go. That's the one.
Oh, that's the one. There it is. Even Torque inside, you're like, hey. Get you for that too.
I think even in his like rage fantasy, Torque just hears that in the back of his mind for a second, and in his memory, just looks around like, oh, who said that?
He knows who said.
Where is he? All right,
Yeah,
Flick, what are we doing?
I guess I can try and break the grapple. That'd be something useful. Okay.
Get Donaar out of there. That's what we gotta do.
Okay. So what I need to do then is I'm going to move here. And then I'm going to again do trip attempts with the whip, because with it, if I succeed, I could also pull him 5 feet closer to me, which would break the grapple.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're
So
gonna
I will
break-
make
So you're going to pull Torque 5 feet closer to you?
Yes.
an athletics check.
Wouldn't it be way easier to pull Donaar out of his grasp?
I mean, I suppose.
You'd still be contending against Torque's.
Yeah.
Grapple either way,
fair
actually.
enough. Fair enough.
It's
Yeah. Okay.
50-50, right? Because it's Torque still making the save.
Boy, howdy! I wish I had more cutting words.
All right.
All right.
So you are still hexed, so advantage.
This will not be. This will not be at advantage.
So we're both rolling +8s. Is that what I'm?
Yes.
So it's just down to the dice roll.
You want to just do it on a count of 3?
Man.
All right.
3, 2, 1, draw.
Ooh. Son of a gun. That was my first attack.
That's a natural 20.
Can you
Poor Jack
roll
for
those on your
28.
charisma save instead of
I'm trying.
everything
So
else?
since viewers can't see, Flick got a 20, but Torque got a nat 20 for 28. So
Mhm. Second
That's the
attack.
second nat 20 in a row.
Wow.
yeah,
Torque looks down and sees Flick's whip wrapped around his leg, and what he does is he just lifts up his leg and like coils it further, and then steps on it to pin it down in place.
I'm going to use that on my second attack and see if I can still pull it out from under you.
Ah.
Okay.
Another 20 to beat. So you have a slightly less than.
Come on.
Okay, 16.
16. Pretty
All right.
16.
So
you
you
get
are
your whip
pulled
back.
5 feet.
Yep, you pull them back.
I love how Torque is powerful. We now know, we have confirmation that Torque is strong enough to take out the entire party by himself.
That's usually the way it goes with barbarians.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we're not going hard either, but like still.
True. Yeah.
True, you're not trying to kill them,
Yeah.
essentially,
Yet.
but yeah. All right, so Donaar, you drop to the ground, and you take no.
If I take, I'm out.
No, I was gonna say. If he held you higher than 10 feet, technically,
Yeah.
but he didn't. So
Yeah, I think that's it for me. I've freed Donaar, and I'm now another viable target. So
all right,
bring it
Donaar.
on.
Excuse me.
Okay, so you've actually, you've pushed Torque
Yeah.
away from, or you pulled Torque away.
You
from
are ungrappled.
Hey, get over here, Tim.
Mhm.
Here's my pencil.
Yeah, what do you
Okay. Well, I think Donaar is literally going to crawl on his hands and knees away from the fight,
Ow, ow, ow.
and then stand up. And I don't know what to do.
Not be within walking distance of Torque would be a good start. Although that's kind of impossible.
Well, you could use your action to dash, and
That's true. Do you still have Expeditious Retreat going?
No, because I used a large reduce. That's also con. Well, again,
You can cast it again.
What?
You could cast it again.
I could.
Good. Like if you want to just use your move and your action to just.
That's true. You could also just do that.
Well, I think I think at this point Donaar
You
is going
could.
to be readying something. So that was 5, 10, 15. Stand up, and then Donaar is going to ready dimension door.
That's smart. There you go. In case
Yeah.
Torque comes after you, like is that the trigger?
Essentially, yeah. If Torque gets within 10 feet of Donaar, so
Well, if
5
he's
feet
coming
away
for
from
you.
attacking range, then Donaar is going to panic, and he's going to teleport as far back to the start of this tunnel as he can,
That's also smart.
Okay. Okay.
even
Good
if
to
that's
know.
out of the fight, because at this point, a gust of wind will knock me over. So that'll be
almost
Donaar's
did.
turn. Yeah, literally, yeah. So that'll
Yeah,
be
if Torque
Donaar's
breathes
turn.
on you, you're gonna die. So
Pretty much, yeah.
We gotta have a talk after this session about someone taking hold person.
all right, Torque.
it's on my wish list. I just
Okay.
don't have that level.
Well, Flick is the most recent offender, so Torque is going to make some attacks.
True.
All right.
Also the easier
Recklessly.
target.
The first one's going to be a 13.
Nope. Don't
So
even
he's
have
just
to-
going to bring it down two-handed, just deflects right off your shield.
Actually, I guess you're standing up first to burn half.
Oh,
your
yes. Yep, so half my movement.
Yep.
And then again. That one is going to be a 27.
27. I can't even shield to
Yeah.
block that. So
That's going to be 18 bludgeoning damage.
that's a big roll. That's
And
one off
with
the max.
Crusher, I'm going to knock you straight back
All right.
into the wall behind you.
Blurp.
Does this mean that Torque failed once again to break free?
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
he didn't
I haven't
even try.
I haven't even tried to do that. I got so wrapped up.
Got the bloodlust.
Okay, here we go.
Now,
Come on, Torque.
Could Talon make a
Suspense.
dexterity saving throw
Yeah. uh-huh.
All right. I need to concentrate on
11.
hex.
for me? That is going to be 4 lightning damage.
Ooh, that's not great. Well,
Craig.
question. I have mirror image on.
Oh,
Does this randomly target one of those, or is this specifically hit everything in the aura? Do I need to make like 4 deck saves?
It is a single target effect.
So I'll need to roll on mirror image.
you can, yeah.
Roll 20 will let me. All right, here we go.
mhm.
Hey!
Okay.
So
there you go.
a bolt of lightning.
One of me splashes into water upon being hit with a bolt of lightning.
Craig,
Mhm.
And I
could
I
we
can't-
just call for our break here? It's been about 2 hours, and I just gotta do something real quick.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna wait till the fight's done, but if you guys want to do.
I don't know exactly when that's going to be.
Let's finish the round then, because we got Talon last in the round.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then we'll finish the round and we'll pause. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm running out of stuff to do. Like, what's the goal here? I don't think he's gonna succeed.
That's a good question.
That's my fear right now too.
I got one last trick that I'm gonna try.
If I'm gonna put him to sleep, we gotta damage him. We gotta take him down a notch.
Is there anything that they could do to increase the odds of Torque succeeding?
Yes.
Well,
that's what I'm gonna do on my next turn.
Okay.
I was gonna say we've used almost all of our resources just trying to stay alive.
Now that I know that I'm immune, I can put protection from evil and good on Torque. And
I'm gonna throw
advantage on his save.
I'm just gonna throw another dissonant whispers, because like getting him to burn movement to get away from us is not a terrible solution. So go ahead and make a wisdom save, Torque.
You got it.
Another nat 20.
I curse you, self, for the doubts that you've shown. For this is my life, and I have made it my own.
This one is only a 12.
Oh, well, that will fail. We'll only take 10 psychic damage because I rolled 3 1s.
Oh, brutal. Yeah.
But you now have to move your full movement speed away from me, which is going to be down that tunnel. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh. That makes it harder for me to cast a spell on him.
And I have a quick question here. Does Dissonant Whispers provoke opportunity attack? I can't remember.
It's a forced movement.
Okay, then no.
Isn't it?
No, it's using your reaction.
Oh, that's right. Yes, because it is his reaction. That's right. It's not like a push or anything like that. That's correct.
Cool. I'm gonna stab him. I've had enough.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
Because you're not pushing him. You're making him use his reaction to go. So that's why it's different. Yeah.
Fairly low chance of hitting, but hey, every little bit helps, right?
He attacked recklessly, so it should be with advantage.
Oh, I do get advantage.
Correct. Yeah.
Neat. Critical hit.
There it is. Nat 20.
There it is.
I mean, it's with my plain old rapier with no magic added, so it's only going to be 13 piercing damage.
There you go.
Which is going to be rounded down to 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is true.
Okay. My plan at this point is all I can do is I'm just going to wail on him until I think I can put him to sleep. The Veronica maneuver.
If that's if that's the go, then that's what we do.
Well, that's my plan. If you have another idea, you go for it.
So let's take a break then, and then we'll jump back in at the top of the round. So we'll be back. Stay tuned.
Oh boy.
For the exciting finale of this crazy fight.
Hey, Elderbrain Collective. If you've been enjoying our live stream D&D campaign and want to support us, there are many ways you can do just that, and we would be super grateful. Seriously, it'd be awesome. First, of course, make sure you're following us on Twitch. Once we get our 50 followers goal, we can make our stream even better with subscriber perks. Then, be sure to follow our Twitter account. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post stream VODs as well as additional content coming soon. Of course, you can listen to audio transcripts of our stream on Podbean if that's your preference. Of course, you'll miss out on our handsome faces, but you get our incredible voices, so it's pretty good. You want to hang out with the collective and chat D&D and, well, everything else? Head over to our Discord server. It's open to anyone who wants to join. Finally, we've just launched our Patreon page, which is the optimum and best way to support us. That's redundant. Optimum is best. Each tier gets you additional perks, including exclusive Discord emotes, monthly digital content, behind-the-scenes info and creature stats, and, for the truly faithful, you can even gain power over the PCs in-game, live on stream, and have an impact on what happens next. I think that's pretty awesome. We'd love your support. You can find the links to all of our sites on our link tree. Check out linktr.ee/elderbrain, linktree/elderbrain. We hope to see you joining us soon as a member of the collective. Happy gaming, everyone. Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way ho, the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls.
Greetings, wary travelers. My name is Mike, and I will be playing the role of Donaar Neurixius, Dragonborn wizard on the Sea of Souls. Allow me to get into character and we can learn a little bit more about this pale golden dragon. Being chosen is supposed to be a good thing. Chosen by the gods to serve a purpose. However, it can mean facing a life alone. I was born in our homeland, Drakor, in the east. And though these scales are supposed to be a blessing, I was reviled by so many. I could see their jealousy, could feel their stares. My own people shunned me, and so I left. I still drew stares when I arrived in Stormhaven. It's hard to miss these scales. But the dwarves were far more accepting of me. I learned I could put my magic to good use out on the seas, so I served aboard a ship, adding my arcana to their arsenal. Maybe one day I'll return home. Maybe they will welcome me as Verithan's champion. Or at least, as kin. For now, though, life among the Gungrim is good. I am used to standing out here, used to towering over this good folk. But what they lack in size, they make up for in heart.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I play the goblin Flick Dogslicer, an Eldritch Knight fighter. Once upon a time, there was a goblin named Flick. That's me. He was a good egg, but as a recently emancipated man, he didn't necessarily have the firmest grasp on the rules of free society, and often ended up on the wrong side of the law. So anyway, I'm in this back alley, minding my own business, rooting through the trash, when this old guy in a blue dress and a big floppy hat with stars and crap all over it comes out of nowhere screaming, "Oh my god, it's a goblin," and starts shooting fire out of his hands at me. So I shanked him. I didn't mean to kill him per se, but, heat of the moment and all that. Now, even I knew how this would play out with the guard, so I'm looking for a quick escape. But this old guy didn't even have the courtesy of carrying a coin purse, just this big stupid book. So, yoink, and I beat feet to the pier and sign aboard the first ship that's looking for crew. Long story short, with enough time and patience, even a bozo like me can figure out a little magic from that big old book. I joined a good crew and enjoy my life as a seafaring mercenary, trying to keep ahead of the law and maybe make a coin or two for myself. The end. By Flick.
Greetings, tale seekers and story watchers. I am Devon, medieval enthusiast and D&D veteran since my 11th birthday when I received the 3rd edition starter set. Led to a bit of a collection. I will be playing the part of Tayland Wavesinger, human bard and mariner, master of the weaponized sea shanty. Oh, it'd be alright if the wind was at our sails. Tayland is a man slowly being consumed by his own faults. He drinks far too much, and has quite a ruthless disposition against those he dislikes. But he still tries to do what's right when he can. As for his goals, well, I'll let him tell you. Oh, me name is Tailend Wavesinger, and I quickly tell to you of a man that I am a-hunting across the ocean blue, with power over the sea and sky. Believe me when I say that when I finally find the bastard, it'll be his last day.
In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alf, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man. Down to a sunless sea. Torque is a Tortle barbarian, presumed to be the sole survivor of the Loggerhead tribe. Even by Tortle standards, Torque is a taciturn individual, never deigning to use 5 words where 2 will suffice, and as such has been less than forthcoming in sharing his personal history with his compatriots. What is known of Torque is that he was discovered on a remote island by a passing merchant vessel, having apparently been marooned there for some years in the wake of a shipwreck which destroyed the rest of his tribe. It is for this reason that Torque holds a special reverence for Desfuna, goddess of the ocean, whom he believes spared his life in the ocean storm that decimated his kin. Having spent the better part of a decade in near total isolation, Torque is unfamiliar with the ways of the modern world, and his social skills are somewhat lacking. It is perhaps for this reason that he has chosen to align himself with allies who are blessed in the gift of gab, as he continues on his pilgrimage, the destination of which is unknown even to himself. Hi everyone, my name is Jack, and I am not a professional voice actor or performer by any means. However, I do have a serious passion for tabletop RPGs, and I hope that you enjoy this upcoming game as much as we're going to enjoy playing it.
And welcome back. We begin right at the top of the round as we are still in the midst of the fray. Mr. Flip.
Deadliest encounter we've ever faced.
All right.
Torque.
Well,
Welcome back, gentlemen.
as much as it pains me to do so, I'm going to drop the hex.
Don't lie.
Oh.
So I can move to here, and I'm going to touch Torque and cast Protection from Evil and Good on
Oh,
him.
right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Not
Her
die.
word kill.
Power word, shut up.
So it oh wait, it's one willing creature.
If the target
Yeah.
is already
Mm.
charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage. How could it be willing if it was already charmed, frightened, or possessed?
I mean,
So-
Torque is willing, but the spirit controlling Torque would not be.
So the reason that could be is charms and stuff. Or charm is a very like catch-all term.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, give me a second here.
Is you can be charmed but still be friendly towards your compatriots.
Just protect
But
Or
could you be
possessed
possessed?
and not, or not
Yeah, protection
possessed and not
grants-
controlled.
Creatures with those types of disadvantage on attack rolls on target. The target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work
That is interesting.
because you he already is possessed, and it's not willing. The creature is not willing.
Well,
and
That's the
this-
caveat. Yeah,
Hold on.
I'll say this though.
Hold on. I have a rule.
Flick would have
dispute.
known this.
Yeah.
Because the creature he is touching is Torque. The creature possessing it is a secondary entity within Torque. That's, I
Currently
think,
controls all of Torque though.
I'm willing to say that the willing aspect probably still doesn't work here, but I think that's what it means by the target is possessed.
I suppose so.
There's probably certain situations where that would apply. That is a weird. That is weird, though.
It seems odd to me to say that if they're already this,
Yeah.
they're
Well,
getting advantage.
see-
But if they're already that, they're not willing.
just to be level, like we ruled the same way when it came to how it would react to an enlarge or reduce.
Mhm.
It's has something being cast at it. It's not necessarily know what it is, so it's not going to be willing. I think is how
Yeah.
we can rule it
I
that
suppose
way.
that's a good point. You could
That's fair.
theoretically, like in certain situations, you could deceive something into
Mhm.
believing you're going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably.
But in this case, it's going to view anything that Flick does as a hostile action, and
All right,
so
then we'll keep Hex up.
yeah.
Instead, I will cast. Oh,
That way I'm just playing it fair with the other spell rulings as well.
oh
but
yeah,
this
and
time-
then you also didn't allow inspiration to go on to him as well.
correct. Yeah.
All right. Talon does not go before Torque does. All right, so I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself. And then as my bonus action, I will attack him once. He is hexed. All right. Oh, and he is still recklessly attacking people, so I get
Yes.
advantage on this.
You do, yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Sweet. So that is 12 points of damage. Oh, I got 2 necrotic and then 10 halved to 5. So 7 in total.
Whoops. Hang on.
Oh,
That's not right.
Holy
awesome.
smokes!
Put him to sleep.
That was a typo.
All
You
right.
sure?
And I started here.
I now have about as much health as Donaar started this fight with, so. If you wanted to try sleep again.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
So then I can still back off one. And then I'm done. And now
All right.
I wonder what the debate would be of casting protection from good and evil on a sleeping target.
Because they can't be willing or unwilling, I suppose.
I
That is
mean-
true.
I think that any state of unconsciousness would be considered unwilling.
Or would it be the
Yeah.
opposite because you just can't resist?
Well, I'm just thinking because you need to be like awake and conscious to like consent to a spell being cast on you. I
I
feel
was going
like
to say it's the cup of tea
Oh.
rules, right?
It is, yeah. All
I
right.
understand, yeah.
Dinar, you're up. Yeah. Next
So-
episode on Rules Lawyer.
Yes.
So just to
Join us as we
clarify,
debate.
I had readied Dimension Door. Does that mean I lose that spell slot now because I'm not using it?
Yep.
Okay.
It was still worth doing.
Yeah.
It was worth doing.
It does
Yeah.
because you had to cast. You basically
I have
spent the
just-
spell
yeah.
slot to have it
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, you're
So-
casting the spell and then holding it.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah.
It is gone. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, would have chewed your concentration as well, if that matters. But
Otherwise, there's no penalty in doing it. You can just be like, I'm going to ready spell all the time.
That's
If you don't
you're
cast
absolutely right.
action,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then.
That's how you get around. Like I always have fireball prepared, readied at all times for immediately when we're attacked.
I think no, you don't.
I guess Donaar will just continue to try to weaken Torque. So Donaar is going to throw a 3rd level magic missile. I'll say that for anybody paying
Ooh.
attention, because of how low Donaar is sitting, these are not brilliant orange boats. These are little flits of
Is it more just like
magic energy? It's just like we need to get this done.
Do the thing.
It's like no focus going in. It's just raw magical power coming out of him.
I'm just imagining Donaar like doing the components, and then like it fizzles out the first time, and he has to like do it again slightly more forcefully.
How about this? They're just little dinghies, little like rubber boats, little paper boats.
Okay, so 5d4s. Oh, this is not good. That's 2 1s. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus a 4 is 8. Plus a 3 is 11. Plus 5, 16 force damage to Torque.
Not too shabby.
Which is that going to be halved because it's force? No.
I don't resist force.
Okay.
He just resists.
Physical attacks. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not a totem. Not a totem barbarian.
And I think Donaar is going to creep into this corner over here because he doesn't want to get too close to that water in case something else comes up behind us.
Paranoid much?
Yeah,
I do have the Hydra. I do have the Hydra waiting, but
I'll say Donaar's as far into that little corner as he can get. And
did I say Hydra? I meant Hydro. Sorry. All right.
That will be my turn.
Torque.
Okay.
Would you like to make your save this time?
Yes. What might be my final? What might be my final save?
Any luck?
So as these magic missiles are buffeting him, in Torque's mind, he still sees himself reliving the siege on Tyr. As he surges forward towards Flick, in his mind, he sees himself tearing through the guards standing at their vigil at the front doors of the Temple of Desfuna, as he just cleaves through them as they, spears raised, give every last inch of effort to try and prevent him from breaching these doors. And as he cuts them down, he throws the door open and sees a woman, a human, huddled at the back of the room, one hand on her holy symbol, cowering in fear. And then Torque blinks, and he's not looking at the woman anymore. He's seeing Flick standing in front of him. As Flick just sees spots of water just flecking the ground around where Torque's standing, as tears stream down his eyes, as he drops to his knees and just staring straight ahead, just says, "I've done it again. Desfuna, help me, I've done it again." As Torque just goes prone on the ground and just retracts himself into his shell.
Natural 20, guys.
Hey!
Nat freaking 20.
That took you long enough, buddy.
On the charisma save. I was like, oh my god, I can't say. Oh, dude.
I was like all ready to get him to put asleep, take away his weapon, put him in the alcove, fog cloud the alcove, and just be like, all right, let's
talk about clutch, man. Like after all those failed saves and like
So Flick's going to drop the hex,
dude,
and sort of kneels down, sort of, hey, little guy.
Torque is unresponsive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, sort of pat the outside of the shell a little bit. It's like, listen, buddy. That wasn't you. We know. Look, freaking purple fog going up your nose ain't your fault. This was not you. I know you. I don't know old you. I know new you. And new you didn't do this. So don't let old you blame new you for shit new you didn't do. You. And then just sort of wander on.
Listen, Torque, if it makes you
I'll be
feel
all
any
right.
better, I'll reinforce that by not using my boot to spin you around like a top. Hey, Donaar.
Yeah.
Come here. I can see your rib.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
Flick's
your
gonna.
heart it be broken and life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it oh God, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. You get 27 HP.
Whoa.
I'm healing you instead of me, okay? I have a singular spell slot ready.
I don't get 1 necrotic damage, but I do get 13 healing from my second wind. So
the good news is that you are all immune to being possessed for a day, 24 hours.
Well, all right. We're taking bets. How much do you want to bet there's more guards?
I hope it's just guards. Those guys were chumps. You can stuff them all in lockers and carry on.
How
I'm assuming.
How exactly is it though that these things that possessed us weren't even in control? They were talking to me when they were inside my head, begging me to take control back. I said that
Sorry, what?
They were essentially possessed. The possessions were possessed, like the possessors were controlled to do the thing that they were doing.
Hey, Donaar.
Yes.
That's a great question. Why don't we ask the one who's proficient about magical questions? Donaar, what do you think is up with these spirits not knowing what they're doing?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, I've been reading up on, I hit the enchantment chapter in my book.
Oh, really? Is that why you
yeah,
were casting that hex spell? Is that what that was about?
Well, yeah, like I understand fudging with people's auras and their luck a little bit, but the mind control aspect kind of rubs me the wrong way. That's
I can understand that.
And this is, I mean, if these spirits are being compelled against their will to do crap like this to us, then maybe if we can rattle whatever's controlling them, then we have some backup. Because I'm sure having a host of...
Does Torque have anything to add? Because he spent a lot of time with whatever entity was controlling those arms. You know what? Hey, I'm just gonna take this big old anchor here. I'm just gonna put it over here.
Just lean up against the wall.
Yeah, just wipe some of my blood off of it.
Just as a point of note, while you guys are having this conversation, the door on the other side of the bridge suddenly slams closed.
Right.
But wasn't it the one that you reduced?
Well, it won't be reduced anymore.
Yeah, once the spell's over, it would be pop back up to regular size.
Would it be still off the hinges though?
It's a little bit off.
Yeah.
But it's like something put it back in place. It's like you do hear some sounds muffled kind of coming from beyond.
All right, so here's the deal, guys. I mean, we either truck on now or we call this a wash. There's no way we're going to be able to do this again. We either have to suck it up or get the hell out of here and never come back.
As Torque stands up, he'll say, I agree. We need to keep moving. Or at the very least, I do. The rest of you, after everything you've just experienced, I will not be offended if you decided to leave, but I must press forward.
Well, hey, look, you wouldn't be the first person I've offended by existing, so.
Look, Torque, they got me too.
Yeah. To be fair though,
Horrible.
Donaar, you did like one thing and then you went down.
Yes.
Don't
Yes, I
don't
did.
don't feel too bad.
I don't know. I seem to remember dashing through some fog and throwing fire at your face.
I'm just gonna rub the anchor-sized hole in my shoulder. Oh,
Yeah, being on the receiving end of one of those ain't so great, is it?
I mean, I never considered the fact that getting hit with an iron anchor would feel good, but it's nice to have that confirmed.
Everyone's up to date on their tetanus shots, right?
The what?
Torque will go up to the closed door and attempt to see if he can work it at all.
Okay.
Donaar is going to check out the awakened corpse that's here.
We should invest in some healing potions.
Torque, can you give me what are you trying to like just hit at it, or what, like what's your goal? What's your game
He's
plan?
just trying to like press it. Like, did it open inwards or outwards?
They went in.
Okay, so he's just going to kind of like press against it with his shoulder to see, just try to get a feel for how weak the hinges are.
Okay, give me a strength check then. And Donaar, you can give me investigation if you're checking out the corpse.
Torque's feeling a bit spent after that fight, so that's going to be a 9.
Oh, I bet he is.
Yeah, you're just like sore spot. You're not used to having sore spots on your but it kind of feels a little bit. So, even with that though, like it does give a little bit. So it's not like as solid as you would expect, probably from it, being repositioned and shoved back in place. So you figure with enough force, you probably could get through it, but just not by leaning on it.
All right. In that case, Torque is going to stand back and attempt a running start.
Excellent. Donaar?
I rolled a 15 total on my investigation.
15. Okay. The first thing that really draws your attention is the state of the bones themselves, where they've all got this black purple kind of crackling lines, essentially like all the way through the bones. It looks like they've been affected by something that's changed their nature, in a sense, that this was at one point a humanoid skeleton of some sort. The armor looks incredibly ancient, very, very old. Design doesn't look familiar to you at all. The closer you look at the bones, you realize that some of the etching marks and stuff, they're not random. They're not just cracked. There seems to be a little bit of a pattern. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm kind of leaning over his shoulder while he's doing this.
It's a 9.
You can have advantage of that then, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
What you got there, D?
I rolled a 9 and an 8. Thankfully, I'm a +7, so 16.
16, okay. You can't quite make out what the etchings are, but you do gather that these were intentionally carved onto these bones in a ritualistic manner, and they do have some sort of magical importance to them. So these skeletons were enchanted in some way, even before possession. This seems to be something that took place, whenever these corpses became corpses. So these etchings, these bones are thousands of years old, perhaps.
Do I get the sense from those checks that I would be able to discover anything new if I was to identify?
It's not, no. So there's not like a magical item or anything like that. It'd be more something that would require a bit of extra study, perhaps asking somebody else about. It's not something that's within your field of knowledge.
Okay.
But it's less identifying like a magical item, and it would be more along the lines of like, what was the ritual? What was done to these? How old are they? That kind of thing. So,
is the purple stuff coursing through every bone in the body?
Every single bone is marked. Yes.
Okay. Then Donaar would like to take just a piece of finger.
Okay.
Just to carry for further investigation.
Yep. Okay. Yep. You can
take
easily
an
enough kind of
interest
break
in
one off.
necromancy there.
Look, we need to figure out what's going on here, so...
Do we?
Yes. What do you mean, do we? We almost died to these things.
No, we almost died to Torque.
Yeah, because of these things.
Torque, you can give me a strength check with advantage as you give a running start at this.
Things that almost killed me.
Sorry,
I'd like
what
to
was
know a little
advantage?
Strength.
Okay.
As you go into the door.
It's going to be a bit better at a 16.
So as you guys are having this conversation and at the mention of Torque, he's like, yeah, we almost died to Torque. We hear a loud thud as aforementioned turtle slams into the closed door and manages to bust it open.
All I know is they made Torque mad, which means they're not going to be on this earth for very much longer.
As Torque crashes through the door, he kind of takes a knee and just sort of holds his shoulder again. Again, not really used to being in this amount of pain.
Just give me 1 second.
Torque has 22. Torque has 22 hit points out of a possible 119 right now.
So you have 44.
So as the door drops, 2 quick released arrows come at you.
Enemies!
There are 2 archers standing on the inside.
Oh, no.
About to be 2 dead archers.
No, that's okay. I have a gun and I have cover. This is fine.
14 to hit and 22 to hit. So the first one misses.
22 hits, yes.
Second one does 7 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay, I'm not raging, so...
As that happens, though, as they see like the door break down and they kind of look at you, and you can see them looking down at the skeletal like remains on the ground as well, and they go, oh, crap. The one to the left here, he just like drops the bow and just kind of like, we're just tired. Oh, man, we didn't think you were going to survive that fight. We're just here to... Oh, crap. You actually see a little bit of like a stain going down his leg. The other one kind of holds his bow and just kind of looks at him. He's like, what
Torque is just going to lurch forward, moving closer to the one with the bow drawn.
Give me an intimidation check, if you would.
Okay.
You get him, Torque. We're behind you in spirit.
Am I doing this with strength?
You can use whatever you want. Like,
Okay.
well, not whatever, but yeah, strength or charisma. I always, you can choose whichever you want for that. So,
Dexterity.
In your case, strength, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna roll athletics because that's my only the only thing that has strength skill like on the character sheet. But
yeah,
we'll rule it as an intimidation check.
Yep.
17.
Okay. He lifts the bow for a second, and then as he sees you kind of step forward, just that look in your eyes, he just kind of like drops it and says, yeah, well, he said, we're hired by Mr. Vale. I don't even know what the things are. We're just here to guard. Please don't kill us.
Torque just looms over this guy and then just reaches over and just pulls the arrow out.
This one faints. He just
boo.
Where is Tonshu Vale?
I don't know. Somewhere inside. We don't know where he keeps them. There's all sorts of secret entrances and tunnels and pathways, and we just told to guard the door. So that's what we were doing.
Hey, little guy.
Torque, you get the prince. Like these are like literally like hired off the street thugs. Like they're not guards, they're not mercenaries. They're basically either roped into it or paid to do this with no choice. They're like the lowest of the low.
Torque looks at the one still conscious and then just proffers his hand.
What am I doing? What you want? He like goes into his pockets. He actually pulls out a couple of coins and like he gives you like 2 silver and 3 copper.
I will immediately come into the room and start scooping those up.
Yeah, Torque drops the coins on the ground and then proffers his hand again.
You might want to listen to him.
Kind of closes his eyes and like reaches out like,
look what he did to my shoulder.
He reaches out and puts his hand like very gingerly on yours, like.
Tor just looks and then looks back up and he's like, I want the bow.
Oh, right. There you go.
Tor takes it. Tor just takes it in hand, drops it to the ground. Tell your employer that you fought valiantly, but unfortunately were forced to make a retreat.
He passes out as well. That's
Oh, man.
he's like, okay, look, these guys have like 2 hit points. Okay, he passed out. They're literally just like they're minions. Okay, if minions were actually a thing in 5e, these are minions. The 1 HP 4e minions. Okay.
Do they have like keys and stuff on them, or?
You can certainly do
I will
a check.
Happily check.
If anybody wants to assist with that, you can have an advantage, or
I want
anybody else
to
wants to
loot
do
the
investigation.
I want to loot the sleeping people. I will help.
Okay. So
Sorry, investigation check.
The 2
Yes.
sketchy people will loot the bodies.
All right, here we go. With advantage, that's a 13.
you don't find any keys. You do find a whopping total of 6 more silver. So 8 silver total, including the 2 that was
6
dropped.
more than I had this morning.
And a total of 10 copper. So a total of 8 silver and 10 copper. They have like nothing of value on them. Their
This
clothes
Lord-
are ragged. Their bows are like very basic. You know,
Lord
nothing
Vale's gotta
fancy
get
about them.
Better
Their
paid
armor is like
security.
crappy leather armor, like patched together. So
Maybe you should have spent some of that 8 silver on some better duds.
I will happily busy myself tying their shoelaces together.
Well, you know, it makes me think that these aren't actually guards, and that the undead were the real guards, and these guys are just, looking after the internal stuff.
Well, by the sounds of things, they were sent down to retrieve our possessed asses and escort us back upstairs or wherever. But they ain't got any keys, so everything must be open between here and there. Yes.
you do see there's a door to the north, which so Torque had already previously opened that door and kind of stepped in. You remember seeing there's like a T-junction there, and then there's another door to the south, which has not been opened yet.
Isn't that where 2 of the Awakened came through, though? Or is that when
They came through the walls.
Neither should
Ah, right.
They just came,
Ghost bones.
basically.
Well, hey, the rest of you look kind of like
Episode
messed
title.
up. If you want to take a knee here, we'll have a little coffee break.
I would like to know if there are any more of these nice, gentle folk down here.
Torque unlatches the rope on his belt and is just gonna put the 2 unconscious archers back to back and then just tie them up together.
Okay.
Hey, that's what we were going to do to you.
Donaar's gonna
You
check.
would have needed stronger rope.
Donaar's gonna check the door on the south side, just see if it opens.
Okay.
Give a little push.
Okay. It does have a latch on it, and it does not appear to be locked. You kind of give it a bit of a test, and it seems like it'll go, it'll open.
Hey Fleck, let's check this room down here. Before
Yeah.
we take a break, let's make sure we're not gonna get ambushed.
Yeah, let me take point here, just in case there's a zapper on that or something.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll open the door.
Going
Nice.
to
You push
gonna-
the door in, and there is a narrow corridor beyond.
All
I'm
right.
gonna pull the
Oh, wait a second. There's supposed to be a door there.
I see
Closed
nothing.
door.
Give me a
Chat
second. Give
sees
me a
nothing.
second.
There's a closed
Okay.
door right there. Yeah.
I'm going to pull a red parrot feather out of my breast pocket. Capture the wild things and bring them in line, and on what was never your right to gun.
I told you I had to redo my whole dynamic lighting because it got all messed
Oh
up.
yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm going
Okay.
to bring out Mr. Redtail to accompany Flick on his shoulder.
All right.
He's got some backup.
So there is a fairly narrow corridor beyond the kind of, you see a door straight ahead, and there's a little bit of a path to the right as well.
I'm just gonna nip up and peek around the corner here, make sure we're. What's that? Statue of something?
You see a very ancient looking statue. Most of its features are weathered beyond the point of recognition. This has been here a long time. What you can make out is rather horrific looking. It's definitely not a, benevolent type of temple or what down here. Whatever place this was definitely in service of one of the more nefarious or malevolent entities. You can give me an investigation check or a history check if you want to try and figure out more. But
is this similar to that grotesque statue we saw way back during when we met Marbles?
No.
Okay.
If Flick wants to check it, Donaar will assist. Or Donaar can do, because Donaar is trained in history.
I got nothing on this. It kind of looks like Michael Scab's sister Edema, but that's that's a whole different story.
Donaar will try history on this, see if he knows. It's a 13 plus 7, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. You can't really identify what this statue was supposed to represent. But as you are kind of looking over it, you do see some markings that are actually in Draconic. But it's an ancient dialect of Draconic. Like the runes, it's a very old style of writing. It takes you a minute to kind of think back to your upbringing and training in your language. And the best you can gather is from the type of writing, the type of structure of these runes. This statue definitely predates the deluge, so going back at least 800 years, and likely predates the cataclysm before that. So this is probably 2,000 to 3,000 years old.
Dang. How old is Tyr?
A couple hundred years old.
Okay.
But you were informed that it was built upon, the street urchin told you that it was basically built upon ruins that predated the town itself. So there was something here before then. The city itself is post-deluge. It's only been here for a few hundred years.
This place is much older than we thought.
And what does this depict exactly?
You can't. It's so weathered that it's like you can kind of tell that it was some sort of figure, but like think about when you find like ancient like Greek statues, whatever, where the features like the nose is broken, the face is all carved. Like there's no features that really give it away.
Would a religion check from a devout follower of Desfuna offer any insight?
You can certainly try a religion check if you'd like.
I'll give it a try. Well, that's a 9, so probably not.
You do know that it definitely has nothing to do with Desfuna. Beyond that, you have no idea.
That tells me quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't fit into anything you know about Desfunian worship and history, so.
Okay, so there's another door here.
Yeah.
Do we want to check this door, or do we want to go back and check the other way?
Or do we just want to hole up and take a breather? You guys all look really friggin' hurt.
Well, let me proffer an idea. I can unsummon Willie and resummon him on the other side of the door. And we'll know immediately if there's anything behind there. We'll also have to deal with it, probably.
I don't know that we're in a position to deal with it.
But if there is anybody back there and we're like hunkering down for an hour, there's a good chance they're gonna stumble in on us.
All right, let me go listen at the door and just see if
That's a good start. Yeah.
All right. Oh, hey, I've got like super ears. I'm listening at the door. Can I?
You do.
Oh,
You
yes,
get
right.
advantage.
Sweet deal. How's a 24 work for you?
Nat 20. Nice.
24 works.
There
great.
We've had a lot of those today.
You hear a few things. You actually are able to kind of pick out each individual sound. You can hear the flicker
Flickle.
of flame, candlelight, or torchlight rather. You can actually hear that kind of caustic, like the flame burning. You can hear the drip of water and what sounds like running water as well, but sort of contained running water, likely in a pool or a cistern of some sort. You also hear shuffling of feet coming from, you can kind of pick up the sound like on the far side of the room directly across from you. And then kind of somewhere else in, you hear oh, I hate this. I guess I'm getting paid. Seems to be at least two individuals, one of them kind of giving a yawn and a little bit more of a scuffle,
I'm
like a
very, very quietly just narrating all of this to everyone. All right, guttering torches, running water, contained, water drips, feet, 2 feet, yawning guy. They're bored out of their trees. There's a couple of mooks in here, but like I said, you guys look rough.
Look, I know that they might come through this door, but they also might not. It might be valuable to take a little rest in that room back there and try to regain a little bit of composure before we move on.
Not against it. I mean, I should probably clean and dress this wound. And I'm going to glare at Donaar's back.
Yeah, I thought I didn't hurt you at all.
No, he just didn't hear you.
No.
You just hurt. No, but you hurt my clothes.
well, you know you did. You were aware the whole time, right? So you fully know what you did.
Oh, but
You
Taylor
hurt my-
seemed to make such a small deal of what I did.
You hurt my clothes. In hindsight,
It's an upgrade.
if I had known that I was going to deal with Torque, I would have saved that last cutting words. It was fine.
All right.
I mean, so here's the thing. So, I mean, Donaar, what do you like for spells?
Well,
Because hit points, you're not too bad because I did give you a nice heal.
hit points I'm
Flick.
at a comfortable level, yes.
Flick barely got hit.
Yeah.
I got hit once. But,
It's really just me and Torque who are very in not good states,
Yes.
especially after that arrow.
Mhm.
The other problem, of course, is that eventually these guys are going to wake up and they're still technically unpredictable. I don't necessarily trust them.
I mean, they can go for a swim. That's real easy. But
That's true. We could also just continually knock their heads against each other every 1d4 hours.
Torque would request that maybe Donaar could ritual cast water breathing on them before we drop them in the river.
I mean, I can also
Yeah.
do that.
Donaar has no interest in killing helpless people.
I mean, we
especially
either
ones-
kill them or we recruit them.
If we cast water walk on them and then
Hey,
drop them
Flick-
in the river, do they
Flick's
just kind
on-
of slide across the surface like it's a conveyor belt?
They would. They would just float on the surface and move
Flicks
with the
on-
current.
Flicks onto something.
I mean, we got 2 new cabin boys here, is what I'm thinking.
That's not a bad idea.
That being said, we know how loyal they are.
That's a very good point.
They're loyal to the last guy that paid them, so we just pay them and they'll get the hell out of here.
Look, we can pay them more than this supposed noble lord is paying them. They don't seem to know anything, though. All right, I'm gonna put my card. I'm fine taking a short rest. I think we could take on a couple of guys, assuming that Flick was like dead on and there's only a couple of guys. But if there's more behind that,
Yeah,
or
there's
like,
2 in
you
this
know what I-
room. Beyond that, I know.
yeah, like we don't have enough information. So I think one more room, a couple of guys is probably within our scope, but we also don't know what else is in the room that's not a person. There, for all we know, there's like more of these undead. So yeah, you know what? I'm kind of talking myself into,
Well, and that's
into
just
not
it,
going in the room.
Is that if it's just more hired thugs, yeah, we could take those out, no problem. If it's more awakened, even like forget possession.
Even 2 awakened would be too much of a problem.
Like forget their, but like, so what? We can't be possessed anymore. They were a lot to take down, and they come back as well.
Yeah,
so.
they well, first of all, I don't want to be resting in any room with awakened corpses. Those can go in the water.
Yeah, we'll dump those in the
Absolutely, water. Those can go in the river.
Yeah,
because I don't put it past it for them to just get up again.
Yeah, seriously.
To awaken.
All right, so we put
all of them, Craig, including the one on the other side of the bridge.
So a little water breathing.
You said the ones in the room. I was just,
I know, but while I'm at it,
all right, that one. Sure. Okay, all right.
Can we barricade these doors? I guess we probably shouldn't do that actually. Because if we barricade the doors, that gives them time to go back and get help. If we just let them walk in and we just are somewhat ready for it.
Yep.
All right.
So what are we doing with the unconscious dudes?
I think we tie them up and just keep them in a corner.
Yeah.
Maybe gag them.
I like the ritual cast water breathing and throw them in the river. That's my call.
It's not terrible.
The only concern there is if they were to float down to somebody.
That's the thing. We don't know where this river goes. For all we know, it goes to like some overlord.
Ritual cast water breathing and tie them up and throw them off the bridge.
Just let them dangle over the water.
I mean, that seems excessive.
Yeah.
That's better than letting them float down the river.
Gives them 8 hours to get out of the
But that's also way more work than just leaving them here unconscious.
Look, let's leave them here. If they become a problem, we'll do Flick's plan.
They might know more. We don't know. They fainted.
They fainted before we could talk to them.
That's true.
But before we potentially kill them in 8 hours accidentally. Let's leave them here for now. And then,
historically speaking, they are safer farther away from us.
Wow. So this brings up my second point. How come they're not getting possessed? And is it only a matter of time before that happens? Leaving them dangling, they could still get possessed. I say we take all their stuff, tie them up, leave them here, and keep an eye on them. If they get possessed, we can take care of it.
Yeah, it's not like
if we leave them dangling, we may not know.
I think
I'd like to know.
Whatever is taking control, I think it has the freedom to choose whose body it tries to take. It may simply pass over them.
I would agree. But see, the thing is, Torque, is that when they were allies of whoever was lording over this place, they wouldn't want to possess them. As it stands, they're more of a liability than anything else, and they would actually serve a better purpose being possessed and trying to smother us while we're resting.
There is one other thing. I'm not sure if this was brought up, but right before I lost control, I heard a voice. It apologized to me and urged me to fight against the influence. I think, and this is going to sound a bit paradoxical, but I think these spirits are taking control of others against their own will.
Well, that does line up with what Donaar was saying.
Yeah.
Nice to have that confirmed. So whoever's in charge here can take control of ghosts and force them to possess people. My God, he's probably an evil degenerate and needs to be slain.
Well, here's my concern. I see it one of two ways. Either Vale is doing this, he's forcing these spirits to take possession against their will.
Well, he's involved, if nothing else.
Whatever is attacking Hightown is responsible, and Vale is just another adversary. I don't know.
Could be both.
It could
He
be
could,
Maybe
both.
Vale's
he
possessed
could be
too.
the person instigating the attack for all we know. Point is, we don't know anything. I say we leave him here and tie him up. You're welcome to disagree. I would like to know if they get possessed because I think that gives us information. Whereas if we don't know they're being possessed, then we don't know that.
And I would agree. Let's not dangle them in the water.
There's also the chance that they're part of some other mercenary group and they may have formed companionship with the other people here, and they may allow us to have bargaining chips.
Yeah.
If someone does stumble in and they actually are some cohesive unit, I know it's slim, but there's a chance that they have friends elsewhere that may actually hesitate to attack us if we have them.
Yeah,
Or, we could talk them down and say, listen, we got your buddies, negotiate or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gag them, we take all their stuff, we take their armor, we take their gear, we take their weapons. They're literally not a threat. We just send them over there.
I mean, they're already not a threat, but yeah, we'll make them double not a threat.
Sounds good.
All right, so hunkering down for a short rest here to...
Maybe clean his pants in the river.
Yeah, do you want,
just so it doesn't smell.
Yeah, I guess the difference between completely wet pants and partially wet pants, that's kind of the...
All right, I think we're doing a short rest.
Sounds about right.
And you're closing the doors, right? You're kind of
closing the doors. We're not going to barricade them because we want to know if someone's getting in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So over the course of the short rest, I will definitely ritual cast Find Familiar to bring Paige back.
Okay.
Torque is definitely going to spend some hit dice.
I will also spend a hit die for sure.
Long of rest.
So that means we add a d6.
You get to add a d6.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay. Well, that was 15 on my first roll, which will bring me up to a nice 30. I'll add the d6 next.
I think it's funny. Trillian was saying, look how low Donaar got. Look how low Torque got.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 out of a possible 119.
He's like that. That's the crazy part, man.
104 hit points in that fight.
Well, I mean, at one point, I did eventually reach the point where everyone was focus firing on Torque specifically.
Yeah.
And yet, still standing.
I couldn't be rolling any crappier on my hit dice. That's
all right. Since we're getting a bonus d6, I'm going to gamble and use my d6. Yeah. Okay. And then... there we go. I'm topped up to full.
Why are we getting a bonus d6?
Because of me.
Just one extra d6?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've spent exactly half my hit dice. So...
6.
And it's got me to almost half my total.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to withhold from spending any more hit dice just in case we either take another short rest later or so that when I do a long rest, I'll be able to get, half my hit dice back. So I'll be fully topped up.
I think
all right.
Quiet enough that it's not going to echo loudly. I'll just do a nice somber song of rest just to keep us all motivated to keep on trucking, help us recover a little bit.
Nice little lullaby.
Yeah. Come lift up your voices in chorus with my, but not too loud.
So I've also used my arcane recovery to get a spell slot back.
I have done the same to get 4 spell slots back.
Yeah. I get half my wizard level, rounded up to 1.
Yeah, there you go. Half of 1, rounded up to 1. It's 1.
And then my second wind, action, surge, and fury with a small all recharge. Hooray.
Okay.
I get my natural recovery. I get a couple of spell slots back. Just a few.
Anything else that you guys want to take care of in a short rest?
Oh, I get all my familiar summons back, and I'm gonna go ahead and just immediately summon my familiar again.
Okay. You're just taking the hour, like just a straight.
Oh, I don't have to. I can do it. As
no, I meant. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
No Bardic Inspiration though. I'm not high enough level for that yet.
All right. So as you don't barricade yourselves in, but close the doors, kind of make sure that these two goons are secured, and spend a little bit of a reprieve to kind of regain your senses and your health a little bit, and decide what to do next. That is where we will end off for this week. A little bit less of a cliffhanger than last time. less dire straits. But there we go. And we will pick up right there after the short rest next time. Thank you everybody for tuning in for that. Man, that was for me too. That was like, whew, I don't know what's gonna happen. That's crazy. That was
We progressed 20 feet in this dungeon in the span of one session.
It's true.
But there were circumstances involved.
There were circumstances, yeah.
Collectively lost about 200 hit points.
There you go. There you go.
At least.
But we will pick it up there. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching and hanging out with us. Don't forget to join our Discord so you can hang out there. And on our Discord, you will get exclusive first access to our forthcoming PDF monthly release brainstorm. And so look forward to that. And don't forget to check out Heroes of CF as well, coming up May 28th. Until then, we will catch you next time. Stay safe. Happy gaming. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.